Three, two, one. Hello everyone, and welcome to Tales from Tuatha. We're bringing you the stories of adventure, danger, loss, and heroic triumph from a land within our imaginations. Bringing you these tales today is Nerida the Drowned.
Hello.
Cora Hilltopple.
I'm gonna poison some bitches. Yeah.
Arbakir Toll Middleek.
Hello. I'm not gonna poison anybody.
Lost.
Sup.
Chance.
Bien conmigo si tú quieres vivir.
And Welgwyn Woodbarrel.
Hello.
Significantly less Hispanic. Thank you for being with us today to share in our tale. Before I get to the recap, I just want to make two very quick announcements. We had sort of an audio glitch last time at the beginning of the session. The first 10 to 20 minutes of the last session, the audio is missing, unfortunately. It is utterly gone to the ether, so unfortunately those two dreams that Alik and Lost had are just kind of disappeared.
They were just dreams after all.
Hey, come here.
Our freaking cat is going nuts. The second thing is that the YouTube videos haven't been going up kind of in time. I try to get them up by the next day, but they've been taking like an entire week. I've been starting a new job, and it's just been sort of wreaking havoc on my time and my sleep schedule lately.
We get it.
So, yeah, I've been being extremely lazy as working entails. So, that should hopefully change now that things have sort of stabilized a bit. And with that, we'll get into what happened last time. Alik was once again visited by his deity, Helm, in his sleep, who chastised him for not protecting his allies sufficiently. From there, Helm continued Alik's vision of a young elf casting a rite, some sort of horrible ritual, over a grave she had dug up. Her ritual seemed to fail, and she began to weep. But from behind her emerged the dark tiefling that Lost had seen the day before. With red eyes and a wide grin, he took the hand of the young elf girl. Helm had told Arbakir told Middleek, darkness approaches. Medakiri was but the first. Lost dreamt of a peaceful cottage in a wooded glade. Inside were his mother and father, and himself as a newborn. The dark tiefling entered the cottage, and when Lost confronted him, the tiefling merely said, "I'm here to observe." From there, 6 figures donning white robes, which bore the symbol of a pair of eyes surrounded by 7 stars, Selene's symbol, entered and took the family away by force, separating baby Lost from his parents. The dark tiefling wondered why worshippers of Selene would be so cruel. After arising from their slumber, during breakfast, a raven messenger arrived at their table and reminded our heroes of Rostasia Rosam's magical goods, and they went to her extremely humble shack to shop. Once inside, though, they discovered it was some impossible space, sort of large, ornate palace almost of a shop. And they purchased a magical rod for Chance and a magical dagger for Welgwyn. Having finished their shopping, they decided to head down the road back to the scene of the destroyed caravan to see if they could follow in the giant's footsteps to the north and actually pursue them further and find out where they had gone and potentially recover the cargo as they'd been contracted to by Telluria Delphi of the Spellcasters Authority. During their travel down the road, however, they spotted a corpse with a bag on it. Investigating the bag, Welgwyn was drawn inside the bag, but quickly escaped. The party was then ambushed by deadly assassins, and Chance nearly died from their poison-covered crossbow bolts. After an intense struggle, the party overwhelmed the assassins and managed to knock one of them unconscious. And that brings us up to today. Oh, I am frozen.
Did we sleep again?
Nope.
We did not. Okay.
If the tails
Are
aren't
we
wagging,
Assassins
then
of useful gear.
Sorry?
yes.
We got to strip the assassins of useful gear. Also, is one of them alive? Did we capture one alive?
Captured.
We
two-
did. Also, I want to speak to the corpse that lured us. That had the bag next to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gotta speak
So-
good.
It is.
We probably need to restrain one of these guys as well, or at least, I guess, one. I thought we left both of them alive, although you just disappeared.
No, I smashed him.
Oh,
Okay.
the second one got its head cleaved in half.
Cleaved in half. That's right.
Down
Yeah.
through the neck.
He got the old Durka treatment.
Yeah. But I'll tie up the guy that we knocked out with my sailor knot skills.
All right. Roll survival, I want to say, with advantage because you're a sailor.
Uh, 16 plus 8 is the number.
22.
Yeah. No, wait.
Or
it'd be
24.
24. The dice almost kind of did the math.
Okay, so you managed to tie this guy up pretty well. Yeah, it's pretty naughty. And you think he's fairly reasonably secured. You're tying hands and feet?
Yeah.
And you want to do his hands behind his back? You want to, like, hog tie him? Or?
No, put him in the front. I'm saying
So
that.
he's like kneeling,
I'm
so
not
he
netting.
can.
Say, tie his hands in the front.
Okay. I
Okay.
got his hands in the front.
Wrists and ankles, or do you want to do, like, knees, shoulders?
Let's do like one like through underneath his legs back to his feet, so he can't really like stand.
Okay, so from wrist to ankles.
Yeah, from wrist to ankles.
So he can't stand.
Maybe
okay.
a little around the waist. So he can't lift his arms.
Around the nips. Remove all clothes.
Around the
yeah,
nips.
okay.
Get him
Get
some
a little-
piercings.
Some weird
So
tie-up stuff.
We're gonna do some shibari rope bondage with this guy. That's what we're.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All right,
you
so
are a sailor. You would know how to tie all the right knots.
yeah. Happens on the bottom deck every night on a ship. Okay. He's thoroughly tied up. There's what appears to be a corpse with this bag on nearby. I assume you sort of moved the bag off of it, and Allie tied a rope around it.
I want to go get the bag.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. But I was thinking we would talk to the guy first, see if he knows what this bag is.
Okay, well that's fine. Then I'll walk with you to go retrieve the bag, and you talk to the corpse.
Okay, we should probably leave the bag near him so I can be like, "What is this thing?"
Yeah. I just want to use the
'Cause
bag. To
he
threaten
won't
this
have-
guy.
Yeah, that's a good call too.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go talk to this corpse.
okay. So I was thinking I'd ask him who he is, what happened to him, or like how he died. What this bag is. Any other questions? Maybe if he was connected to the syndicate or not.
Where did he get the bag?
Yeah.
If he
What is it and
has
where
any
is it from?
clue, it's
Yeah.
possible that he doesn't know at all. But
Would you prefer to interrogate our living subject first? See what information he has?
well,
before-
the reason why I suggested that is because Lost wanted to use the bag to like spook him if they know what the bag is. But I just don't want anyone to touch it without us kind of having an idea of
Yeah,
whether
I
or not
think
it's safe or
We
what it
understand
is.
that, but we would get more information starting from the living before we interrogate the dead.
I mean,
I mean, if you guys think so, I don't
Cora,
know why we would.
we're gonna do both. I mean, this guy's out cold. We can leave him be for a minute while Nerida talks to the corpse.
I mean, to be fair enough,
I'll
the
watch
corpse is dead, so.
Yeah, and also, quite frankly, aside from me wanting to threaten him with this this fun bag, it doesn't mean we can't simultaneously be questioning both of them.
That's
Well,
true.
I
Yeah, whatever way you guys
understand
want to do it.
Time, However, we are hunting those giants. However, my concern was more that wasting the questions on the dead, we will not be able to ask it more, whereas the living man might give us more information so that we can then ask the dead with more certainty what sort of things we would like to find out.
Well, although I think that's fair, I expect Chance probably needs a rest before we get into another significant fight.
Yeah, that last one.
I agree.
Nerida, is that a once a day or is that a once prolonged rest?
No, it's a third level spell, so I have 2 left.
Oh, hey, there you go. So then it's not even really a waste. If we do a long rest, then she just gets the spell slot back. So
Yeah.
Well, I thought that you could only do it with 1 corpse per certain
If
amount.
it's successful, I can't do it again to that corpse for 10 days.
to that corpse.
hmm
But that's
Okay,
not-
well, that's fine.
Yeah, so I also took damage in that last battle, but I can't. We just left town. I can't believe we're going to turn around and waste another 8 hours before we get out there again. I don't know if this is really the way to go.
Well, I expect we'll at least need to do a short rest, so that Chance nearly died in that fight.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting we go back to town per se, but no matter what, we're gonna need to heal him up better than we might be able to do with just magic.
I mean, I feel pretty 50% right now. So
And that's after I did a major cure wounds on him.
Yeah.
that's pretty much after everybody did heal.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't mind a short
regardless,
to commune with the divine a bit as well.
regardless, let's get this questioning underway. What time of day is it? I know we had pretty much just left town, as Cora just said, but what time of day is it at this point?
It is early afternoon,
Okay.
as far as you can tell. The sun is just past midday.
Well, yeah, we can talk to the living guy first.
Should we get a little further away from the road here, as we don't want anybody just stumbling upon this?
I mean, we
Well,
could.
We would have to move the bag and the corpse, and we're not really sure what
The other
touching
corpse,
it.
there are like 10 corpses.
I mean,
Yeah. So,
there's been a lot of caravan attacks on
The
this
OG
road. I don't
corpse.
think anyone would be surprised seeing a lot of corpses.
Here, lawful in the service of Siluria Delphi? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the assassins, I would like to examine a little closer and see what I could obtain from their poison vials.
Yeah, I'll guidance Cora to help see if she can
They
get
had
some.
that and maybe some other interesting equipment.
Yeah, anything written too, if we can get closer to deciphering their language.
Yeah, well, we don't actually know if these guys are syndicate.
That's true.
We're just assuming they are. Maybe
It
by
stands
search.
to reason they're syndicate.
I agree, but we don't know that for sure. So maybe a
They
search
could
of
be
their
in the
bodies will
service
help
of
us.
Giants.
Either way, I'm always happy to rifle through someone's pockets. So
Yeah. And as far as the Giants thing go, as random as that might be, the Giants seem to be taking order from a freaking tiefling the other day. So everything about this is weird.
And they seem to be attacking on the road pretty consistently, so I don't think we have to worry about them getting a lot of ground on us or anything.
Yeah.
They're gonna come back this way. This is where the caravans go.
All right, yeah. After if we have to move stuff, I don't want to move the bag. I don't want to touch that thing at all anymore.
That's fine. I'm more than happy to touch that bag.
So
No
what's the
fingers in
plan?
it.
Are we moving things off the road?
So
I think we
a
should just-
few
I think we
people
can
are
just do it right
standing
here.
guard,
I think we're fine here.
Yeah.
and Cora is checking out the bodies with Gwen, it sounded like.
yeah,
and,
let's look for some loose change.
All guidance.
and Nerida sounds like she's coming with then. And
We got 4 for Walgwyn.
I would think that Alik, you would Helm would want
And
you to
plus
protect
2
people
for
in the
Cora.
bag. So you would stand on the road and prevent anyone from being attacked.
Sure. I'm also kind of guarding the body, unless you guys are moving the body off the road.
I
Nah.
don't think we're gonna move the body. So
Yeah, then
Plus-
I'm guarding the body and
I guess the prisoner will stay with you people on the road.
sounds good.
Cool.
All right. Well, you guys have fun. I'm gonna be over in this bush.
is your HP be really low or something?
I'm at 50% right now.
Oh,
I'm
you'll be
at
fine.
16 out of 45.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Just
We probably need to take a
say it.
short rest after this.
Okay, so who's doing what? Narrator rolled
for-
2.
The top is for Walgwyn, the second one's for Cora.
Yeah, but what are they doing?
Walgwyn is expecting the bodies for like evidence of who they are and cool loot, and Cora is looking for poisons and also similar situation.
Weapons.
Yeah, this music's too much.
It's real spooky.
And
like-
everyone else is
it was
standing
like
in the
space
road,
music.
watching over the corpses and prisoner.
Like spooky space music.
Okay, so 11 plus 4 plus your investigation.
Plus 1. So
Wait.
15 total.
Okay. And so you're looking specifically for identifying marks and things like that, right?
And fun loot,
And fun loot.
if there's any.
You find... Okay. You find a total of 90 gold. Not a ton.
I'll take it.
And you don't seem to find basically any identifying marks on them.
Does she get advantage on looking for little skin patches or what? No, it was sewn into the clothing, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You
That we've seen
can
before.
remind her to look for that.
Oh, well,
Or-
when we were searching initially with the syndicate, they seem to like to sew their secret messages inside their clothing. Be sure to check the seams and look for hidden patches.
Ooh, good to know. Thank you. Do I have any additional luck with that?
I'll let you do it. Flip this coin.
All right.
Just select it and hit R a bunch. That works too. Nope.
All right. Well,
You tried.
You're rifling through the bodies. Alec is looking up and down the road, making sure no one's coming. You can see for quite a ways, and it doesn't look like there's anyone really on the road. You feel like maybe news has gotten around that the roads aren't super safe lately, and there probably aren't too many people traveling them. Welgwyn's looking through whatever belongings they have. They don't even have like backpacks per se. Some of them have little bedrolls, but not much. And they just have little like satchels for their poison and crossbow bolts strapped to them and things like that. Just little scabbards for their swords. But yeah, you find the gold. You search through. Their pants don't even have pockets. They just have these little satchels. Find a bit of gold. Find some poisons. I mean, I assume Cora wants to look for poisons as well, but we could just use the same roll. I feel like you're both doing basically the same thing.
Okay.
You can roll, Cora. You got a 7 plus 2 plus... Yeah, we'll just use the same roll. So, yeah, I'm going to say you find 3 vials of poison total.
And how many times can I use each vial?
Once.
Once. Okay, 1 for 1. Do I know how effective these poison vials are?
Back. Yeah, so you got hit by this poison, you presume. So you know it's stronger than, like, poison that you're used to. Seems to be some heavily concentrated and fast-acting poison. Yeah, Chance knows it feels real bad.
Okay.
Is there any way for us to discern how long it lasts for once applied?
1 arrow.
You could test. I imagine the test would be something like putting it on an arrow or a bolt, waiting for it to dry. You'd have to know, like, if it's still effective when it's dried, or if
Survival skills.
maybe if you want to like figure out how it works, without like an alchemist kit or something, or an herbalist kit, perhaps. Herbalist kit maybe with disadvantage or something. If you had like an alchemist kit with proficiency, you could probably run some experiments on a file of it to figure out.
Do any of these
its exact
would-be
effects.
assassins have a poisoner's kit?
No,
I
not
have
on
an
them.
herbalism kit.
Oh, okay.
If you
Yeah,
want
you-
me to check, if you want me to check it out for you.
You could do some basic stuff with your herbalism kit, but it'll be at disadvantage, and it'll use a file of poison each time you try.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
No, I'm okay for right now. We know it's very effective. I don't really plan to do things with it until I am actually going to do things with it. So
Hmm.
it's okay for the moment.
We'll find out the good old-fashioned way by shooting stuff.
It's going to last
Yeah.
long enough.
How
for me
effective
to
is this
put
poison?
it
Did this
on an
person
arrow and attack things.
So I would say you can probably like strap them to your belt or something, or and quickly like use your free item interaction on your turn to douse an arrow with it if you like.
Cool. Sure. Let's prep 3 for belt use.
Yep.
So,
Go.
just a heads up, standard rules is that applying poison takes an entire action.
I understand.
With it.
These are like quick use files. They're
Okay.
they're very specific for the action of like dipping bolts or arrows into them to quickly coat
Right.
them.
Preserve the vials and use the poison, or it's a one-go gig?
Yeah, sure. The files don't get broken. You
Cool.
just like dip your thing in it.
Yeah.
Well, your arrows and bolts, not your thing. preferably.
You can dip whatever you want, but it's gonna do a lot.
I'm not
of damage.
gonna, whatever your fetish is, I'm not judging.
Health potion! Everybody gets the heals and the pain.
Yeah, you could pour them in something probably. It's an extremely viscous poison, so if you tried to like pour it into a drink or into another substance, it would take a while for the file to drain. Maybe like 18 seconds or so to actually drain the file.
Okay. Anyway. So nothing else really interesting. We come back to the rest of the party on the road. Alright, so are we ready to revive the dead one, or shall we interrogate the live one?
We can do the live one first.
Okay, so how are we doing that?
Yeah, I don't have much experience with the interrogation.
Can we use
world.
some medical stuff to wake him up?
Can I do that?
Just
Yeah.
tap around. Throw some
You
water.
could
Like something?
Yeah.
You could employ magical healing. You could use, if anyone has I think it's a healer's kit.
I'm pretty sure I have a healer's kit. I'll double check.
You have potions, though I don't know if you want to use them on this guy.
Ooh,
Nah.
can I gust him awake?
I know it. I actually do not have a healer's kit.
Like Gust of Wind?
I'm proficient
Yeah,
in
you know.
medicine, but
You
Right
could
in his
cast Gust of Wind on him. You don't think it'll wake him up so much as pound him into the dirt, but
Pour poison into
Cast
him,
Stinking Cloud. And make
That
it
will-
really unpleasant for him.
Think that's how I suffocate someone. Ooh, how deceptive do we want to be about this? Because I could try and turn myself into one of his compatriots and we all kind of hide away while I talk to the guy we got. But then he would run away pretty fast.
we could do that if you want.
I
I'm
think
just
you
thinking we
take him
threaten
off
him
the
with the
road
bag.
a bit if you do that, and you and he, you pulled him off the side, and you're trying to find out what happened. And we'll hide.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good idea. Also, it's been a while since I used this, so it'll be more than fun to finally get back into being deceptive again.
How are you going to get information out of him about like where he's from, though? Are you going to be like, did you get attacked? And also, please tell me a little bit of background about how we know each other. Like, what's your plan for getting that out of him? I know how much you love to transform, but
These are good questions to ask before I do this.
It seems like Welgwyn has experience with you rushing into your many shapes and identities.
I don't like the insinuation there, Cora, but it happens to be accurate.
it's very accurate. He does this all the time. We get a rundown of events we were present for, and that's it.
Well, that does not sound very helpful. Perhaps this time we'll achieve a better end.
But Chance, do you feel confident threatening people? Maybe you could get something out of him that way?
Are you kidding me? I'm a demon. I love threatening people.
Yeah, we can, make our eyes turn bright red and stuff and scare the shit out of them.
Yeah, point figures at people, make them not.
Intimidation scores instead of charisma scores.
Wait a second. If he works for the Tiefling, maybe we can disguise one of you as his boss.
Well,
I've never seen him.
I do have pretty dark skin. I don't think I'm quite as dark as his boss, but yeah, changing the color of my eyes is easy.
But that is
cool.
an assumption that nobody has any sure evidence about. That would be perhaps a little too early to just do that.
Rubusut. Okay. Oh god.
I think you would be better off transforming into Booker if you wanted to do that. Higher member in the Syndicate. Although what he would be doing away from the city.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, which constable do you want to be, Loss?
Well, can I try to wake him up being proficient in medicine, or do I actually need a kit?
I'm fine being the bad.
The problem is, like, how you wake him up without a medicine kit or some kind of medicine.
Like slapping it. I don't know.
Can I just heal him?
And he's knocked out cold, slapping him. It's not like he fell asleep, right? Like, he's suffered
Can I
serious
heal him?
trauma. He needs healing, yeah.
So I'm gonna heal him then.
Right.
With a level 1 healing word?
Sure.
Can I pick his pockets before we wake him up? Or
Yeah,
have
I
already gone
I
through
assumed
that?
you already did that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast healing word at him. I'll roll my d4.
Are we doing this off the road, or are we doing it right here?
Right
On the
here.
road.
Right here.
6 HP.
All right.
I don't like being killed or trying to be killed.
He looks around, blinking his eyes. I'm not dead.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet, lad.
Go on then. Finish the job. Dare you?
We've got a sassy one over here.
Exactly.
He dares us. Like it'll be a challenge.
He spits out a bunch of blood. Eddie.
Who sent you here?
Don't know. Just saw you on the road and thought you might like to die.
Well, that didn't exactly work out for you, now did it?
How much longer do you think you have?
Much longer than you. So again, who sent you?
Look, you should just let me go if you're not gonna kill me. You're not gonna get anything out of me.
Something tells me a little bit of you wants to be preserved still. Why would you follow orders so blindly? There's got to be some reward at the end for you. So who sent you? Maybe we can let you go.
There are no orders, only the need to kill.
Would someone like to do a insight check? Try to
I mean, on what?
motivation
not saying-
as to why. Well, just to make sure that he's not.
You can see if he's telling the truth, yeah, or lying.
All right, I'll try.
Like it. If he believes. What he
18
says.
plus 8.
He is completely lying to you. Even though he's like sort of stoically lying, you're familiar with people who are sort of sadistic and almost compulsive liars who have no regard for the truth, and all the signs are there. He clearly doesn't care. Doesn't care to tell you the truth at all.
Well, I know one thing. We can't torture this poor fool. Helm forbids it. At least not while I'm here.
Just gonna quickly cover a leak's mouth, be like, hey man, just not in front of the prisoner right now. He doesn't know that part.
Well, that's okay.
All I've got to
Alec.
say,
Why
though,
don't
is-
you and I take a little walk. I don't want to witness all of this mean stuff anyway.
I agree. I think I need to take care of some nature. I'm just gonna slowly walk away.
He spits a little more like blood-laden saliva. He's like, followers of the old gods. Fools. The only thing you need in this world is a blade.
We have those two, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, wait a second.
Give it to me right here, girly. And he lifts his neck. Right?
You're not really my type.
Can I charm this guy?
You mean cast charm person?
Yes, cast charm person. That's what I
Of
meant.
course you can.
Oh man, well then I want to cast charm person on this dude. And that's a 15 wisdom saving throw.
Let me check something real quick.
No worries.
Hands.
You say the words, make the gestures, and cast charm person at this man. A stupid tiefling.
God damn it. Well, I'm out of nice options to make this guy talk to us. Lost, do you have some not so nice options?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the bag if I haven't already done it. Have I already
Right.
grabbed the bag? I
So
want
you
to
have the bag.
Hey, do you know what this is?
Roll perception.
Don't
Actually,
get so
we'll make an
dead.
insight. Roll insight.
Okay. Oh, that should be pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That is 24.
You notice as you move to pick up the bag, his eyes are following you. He's trying not to give away that he's watching you, but his eyes follow you, and his smile fades just a little bit when you pick up the bag and bring it over.
Yeah. Hey, you know what this thing is?
It's some bag.
Oh,
What do I
okay. So
care?
you don't mind if I remove the rope binding it then?
Not at all.
Do you feel like reaching into it?
He holds up his hands. It like pulls his legs onto his up onto his butt. Sure. Cut me loose. I'll reach all the way in.
Oh, I
Let's do it, tiefling. Let's roll.
Okay, I'm gonna remove the rope, but holding the bag very carefully and very tightly.
You remove the rope.
Damn thing.
As you remove the rope, it seems to roll perception, actually.
Perception. That's 15.
Still slack, but it's kind of weird. Something's slightly off. Anyway, you're holding the bag. He's holding his hands out. I'm ready. I haven't been in there yet.
Not great.
Yeah, I saw. How'd you like it?
Not my normal speed, but I've experienced worse.
Jesus, what do these guys do to these guys? This man's insane.
He might have just been born this way.
Well, I don't know. Alec's away. Should we just cut off parts and feed it to the bag? Or feed him to the bag?
Go on, demon. Start with this hand. I only need one to kill people like you.
You're laying it on like a little thick.
I was pretty sure your two hands have already failed to kill people like me.
Not next time. Not one-on-one.
Yeah, that's what a loser would say. We're going to give you one last chance before you meet your fate here, assassin. Who do you work for and what are your motives? Otherwise, you know what happens and your whole body will be crushed.
Tiefling, I'm getting bored.
I'm getting bored too. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna I think it's bag time. And unless anyone else has a better idea.
We don't know how to get him out. This is the part, we put him in
Just
there.
leave him tied up in case he manages to try to break out like Walmart did.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not suggesting we free him before putting him in. We'll leave him bound.
It'll be an extra challenge.
Yeah, I hope you've got some latent magic that you haven't been exposing us to.
Nothing up my sleeve.
I think you should put him in the bag just for that joke. That was really... He should go in there.
Okay.
Even I, who appreciates a lot of, card puns, that was terrible.
So yeah, I'm gonna I guess, what kind of bag is this? Did it have a flap or something?
It has a flap, and it has a little clasp with it's basically, so there's a slit cut in the flap.
Yeah.
And on the main part of the bag, there's like a bit of leather coiled around a small stone. You're not quite sure, that acts as a clasp, kind of like a button.
And it wasn't until Welwyn reached in that she got pulled in, correct?
As far as you saw, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think if we tie him to something and then put him in the bag, if he's like tied to a tree, right? By a rope, and then we put the bag on his body, then we can take it back off his body as like a torture mechanism? Or do you think the whole rope would go into the bag with him?
Are we doing this or not, Dark One? I'm getting anxious.
I say we just put in the bag.
Yep. I'm with Chance. We're not getting anything out of this guy. Hopefully the corpse will be better for us.
Elise and I are standing aside so we don't get a vote.
Roll perception, Lost.
Oh, that was terrible. That's just a 7.
Okay.
Nothing unusual happens. Oh, yeah. Yeah. let's put him in the bag. He's an idiot. We got nothing out of him.
I'm gonna open the flap and shove his bound hands in the bag.
Roll dexterity.
Also terrible.
Jesus.
All right. What's that total?
That's just a 4.
Just a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no dex.
That's something
Okay.
I can help with.
I'm
It's too late.
Yep.
So you have the bag in your hands. He's holding his hands out at you, and you're like a little off put by this whole situation. Like, why does this guy want to dive into the bag? And you open the bag and start to move it around his hands, and he grabs the bag and flips it like just over onto one of your hands as you're making your move. And nothing happens. Dark One, let's go. Just holding the bag over your hand.
Somebody should probably hit that dude.
Let's roll initiative for this.
Okay.
Chance, you might be top. Let me see. Yeah. Chance.
Okay, well, I mean, he's right in front of me. These dudes have crazy con.
But he's almost dead. I mean, like, he's got, what, 6 HP?
Yeah, you can knock him out again or kill him.
Is he still tied up?
He's tied up.
So do I...
You just knock the bag out of his hand?
So that's restrained, which means advantage to hit versus a restrained target.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably
I'm just-
smash him right up. Yeah.
Let's see. I've got nothing. I'm gonna hit him with my hands, I guess, because I don't think I have any.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
Just gonna punch him.
Yeah.
Be careful he doesn't like maneuver so you hit the bag or something weird like that.
Roll
Not that I can do anything.
He's holding it over Lost's hands. You think it might be really difficult over one of Lost's hands, who's also like gripping the bag from the other side.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna. All right. So roll to hit with advantage, right?
Yep.
Hey, good. That is just 15. Yeah,
That hits.
'cause- Perfect.
Roll d4 plus your strength.
Things can be -1. Yes, whatever it is. 2.
All right. You punch him in the jaw. It almost hurts your hand more than he seems hurt. Just there's some fight in this one. It's his turn.
God damn it.
He can't really do much. Yeah, he's just gonna continue holding the bag over your hand and just grinning at you. Cora, your turn. You're kind of back up and watching this. You're like back at this tree, it looks like.
Oh my, what foolishness has happened to my compatriots now? Do we have to go rescue them again, Ellie? And I guess I'm gonna rush in. What? So I have arrows. Can I hit him with one of my blunted arrows?
Sure. Gonna shoot him?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him with my arrow with the boxing glove on the end. I think
Okay.
that's
Roll a hit with disadvantage because he is prone.
Can someone do that for me?
Yep. And your to hit bonus is 10?
Yeah.
Well, you fucking hit the crap out of him.
Holy shit.
Crazy disadvantage roll.
1913 for full damage. Yeah. Boom. Ugh, his eyes like roll and tremor within his head for a moment. Ugh. He passes out.
So I walk back over to the party. I hope you gained some useful information before he seemed to take advantage of you.
Not at all.
Nope. And I'm gonna. What? Are we done?
Is the bag still in Lost Hands?
He hasn't said he's pulling it off, but I assume on your turn you just want to
Yeah.
not have your hand in that bag as much as possible.
I come back over and I'm like, what do you do? This is amateur work.
His hands like go slack and he slumps down to the ground.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take my hand out of the bag.
Yep.
And I'm just going to now take the open bag and put it over his head.
Okay. Oh boy. Nothing happens immediately.
But the bag is over his head.
Bag's over his head. You gonna just leave it there?
Yep. I'm just gonna. Hey guys, I'm just really tired of this guy. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of him.
Oh, I think we will.
Does anyone want to intervene?
No.
Alec, maybe.
Lost, how did your hands feel when you were in the bag?
Fine. I mean, really, nothing happened.
This is some anti-halfling garbage.
Try putting your hands in there again and see what happens.
Yeah, we gotta be.
How about
careful.
not?
I don't think anyone should do
like,
that.
I don't think anyone
Whirlwind was
should
being
do that.
digested. It sounded like.
I would not recommend it.
Tie a rope around you first, like you were going to do to him.
We don't know if that's just going to pull the tree in with you. It could. I mean, again,
There's not enough room in there for you and also a tree. It's not. It's going to be very inconvenient.
And once again, Alec, why? If we're gonna test stuff, why don't we test it on this guy rather?
Body
than
goes inside the bag. Disappears.
Well,
Can we turn the bag over and shake it? Shake him out?
we tried that with Wellwood. It didn't work that way.
I don't remember. if
Maybe
we did.
because he's bigger and heavier, he'll shake out faster.
Oh. What if we put something else in there? Like, is there something lying around we can just shove into the bag instead?
There's a lot of other
There
corpses.
are stones, bushes. You could probably
Let's
find
shove
some
another corpse
twigs
in
or
there.
sticks.
Go to the
Just
nearest corpse
fill
and
our
just put it over
gross bag with
Not
dead
the one I
corpse.
want to speak to.
okay. So
Right.
while all this is happening, I'm gonna just replace the rope that was binding it. I'll just hand the bag to Alec and go, here, do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't care.
How heavy is the bag now?
You put the rope around it.
I put the rope around back around it
Okay.
first. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go put it over another corpse.
All right.
The nearest corpse.
Just
that
not
isn't
the not the
on top.
original corpse, because Nerida still wants to talk to that
Yeah.
thing, person, guy, whatever.
How can you explain how you're putting it over the corpse a little bit? Are you like just
I'm gonna untie it and then put it over their head, like we did with the other guy.
just over the head?
Yeah.
Okay. Put it over the corpse's head.
Okay. I
And
touch it, like I poke it. Poke
touch the
bag.
corpse.
No, I poke the bag.
Poke the bag.
Jiggle the stone or something. I don't know.
Let's see. You poke the bag. Feel like there might be a head in there.
Can I like fiddle with the stone button thing on it?
Sure.
Little stone.
Yeah, you mess with it. It feels like it's probably a stone that is used to clasp this bag.
Can I kind of like listen? Can I hold my head up and listen to the bag? See if I hear any screams or whatever?
And
Sure.
you decide it's made out of tin.
Yeah, you feel like there's a head in there. You put your ear up to it. It's quiet.
Could you guys hear me when I was in the bag?
No.
I don't know.
This is great. This is just so much fun.
Sitting there with a
Okay.
stupid grin on your face. Are we trying to figure out this bag?
Nerida
He's
should,
been like that in person like all week.
I'm glad I can bring you.
He's like, oh, I wish you knew what this bag was. And I'm like, shut up!
It's too bad no one knows Identify.
I could Google it, but I didn't.
Yeah, please don't. It's way more fun.
suspect it's a bag of devouring instead of a bag of holding of some sort, but
More fun if you don't look it up.
yep.
Maybe
I
it
have
won't
no
work in
idea.
a dead body?
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
It didn't matter about an unconscious body.
Yeah, but that's not dead.
It did take
Close
longer
enough.
on an unconscious body.
I've definitely encountered animals in the wild that have no interest in feeding off of corpses. But if you're alive, they won't waste a minute to eat you.
So what you're saying is one of us needs to go back in?
No,
Not me. I'm not
No.
doing it.
I think we're just done. This guy was being an asshole, and I don't think we're going to get any information out of him. He even tried to use the damn bag on me.
You decided to kill him.
Yeah, but do you want to be like them, Lost? That's like, come on, we're already facing the negativity stereotypes of being half demons and all this. You want to play into that some more?
It's been a long day, okay?
I mean,
Maybe we can have what's her face take a look at it.
Let's do that. But
I was gonna call her maybe if the corpse thing didn't work out. Or we could go back to town and take it, but
I mean, how long did you feel like you could be lasting in there, Wellgwyn? Because it sounded.
I don't think this guy's having a good time right now, based on my personal experiences. He may not make it out of the bag, and I think we need to accept that. But we may still be able to learn from the bag.
Yeah, how did we get Welgwyn out of the bag in the first place?
I
She got
fought
herself
really
out.
hard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, he was bound, so he's not going to be fighting real hard to get out of that bag.
And unconscious, by the way.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, no,
So-
I think it's just done. Sorry, guys. But
He failed his death saves on the acid damage immediately. There wasn't something else.
Good job.
Well, I'll walk over to the original corpse, who's Dolores.
Okay.
Is everyone gathered around in case they have questions they want to ask him?
yeah, Alik, she's going to need the bag back as a prop.
Well, just as long as it's close enough for him to be able to see it, know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
do we want to try and ask the corpse about the bag? I mean,
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask who he is,
What happened?
how he died, and what's up with this bag that was near him. He knows
We get-
anything about it.
We get 5 questions.
We get 5, so
Ask if he knows who the people that killed or the people that attacked us were.
mhm.
And maybe if they were the same people that killed him.
We could also ask if he knows how to get things out of the bag.
Or that-
Yeah.
that would be the max of our
That
questions.
would be yeah.
Everyone near the corpse, roll perception. So, Alec, you took the bag off the corpses.
Yeah, it's tied back up now.
Okay.
19 for me.
Please roll for me.
18 for me.
And I have no additions to that. No, I do. +5.
Oof. So that is
Wellgwyn, didn't you?
9 for me.
+5. Okay, so what was yours, Cora? It's your roll for some reason. Oh, do you need me to roll for you?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, please.
Okay. And
That was
+5.
just +5. My keyboard and things are
Okay.
inaccessible as I wait for people to
Yeah, it's
come and
fine.
do furniture.
Couple 19 to 15.
And a 12.
All right. So what are we doing?
Did we?
I guess not. I will cast Speak with Dead on this.
Okay.
Ask the Queen of the Ocean to revive him briefly, like she did me.
Okay. You cast Speak with Dead. You burn a bit of incense as you sort of sit down and get into your ritualistic pose and reach out to Umberly to help you speak with this corpse. You've feel it takes a moment, but you do feel the touch of Umberly eventually. But nothing happens.
Oh, really?
Corpse doesn't appear to move in any way.
Do I have any understanding of why it didn't work?
Roll. Just roll wisdom.
+5. So
Oh shit! Yeah.
you do.
Yeah. You think maybe this isn't actually a corpse?
Can I check him and see if he's alive?
Roll investigation.
Not medicine.
Roll medicine. You're checking to see if it's alive.
20.
Okay, so you sort of reach to like check for a pulse, and as you press on the neck, it like feels strangely hollow. And when you press in deeper, you hear a bit of a crunch. Sounds like small particulate matter grinding against each other. And as you push more, you notice just under where his shirt meets his neck, there are stitches. And you notice that when you're pushing on the throat, it doesn't feel like skin.
Oh no.
It feels kind of like skin, but it's like dry.
This is some kind of monstrosity. This isn't a.
It looks
This isn't a human.
very much like a person, with eyes closed, mouth closed, everything.
I'm not really sure what to make of this.
You, in going through more of your medicine check, you like having found those stitches, you notice that they go all the way around, and that there's no sign of like bruising or blood or anything anywhere. And there are also stitches like across the arms. He's got like full long sleeves, but you pull them all the way up and you find stitches here and then also at the hand. And then when you notice the stitches at the hand, like he's wearing gloves, and you sort of pull the gloves back a bit and a bunch of sand just falls out.
Can I tell if this was made from like many corpses?
Sorry? I'm confused about what
Like,
you're asking.
was this ever made of human bits? Can I tell
You
that?
can't find anything really fleshy or human about it. The skin feels a bit dried. Maybe it was skin at one point, but it seems kind of far removed from what you would identify as skin.
Well, this is some kind of dummy, unfortunately. It's not going to speak to
You've
us.
figured out that this is a very convincing fake. It looks very much like a person.
Well, cool. So this was just a whole elaborate ambush plot. Love it.
Yeah.
A dummy cannot speak.
Waste of a spell.
Well,
Is
there's
that
other
why it's so
corpses.
difficult to talk to Cora.
Oh no.
Arrows
Really?
loosed.
Well, we learned nothing.
Your harsh.
I could
tongue
try
is
on
very
one of
fair.
the other corpses and see if he's less of an asshole than the guy we were
That
talking
dwarven
to
nature.
before, but other than
Try
that,
putting the fake corpse sand in the bag. See if the bag hates it.
it didn't seem to want anything to do with our normal corpse.
And if you want to pour a bunch of sand into it, be my guest, and I'll hand the bag back to Alec. Maybe it'll make a pearl.
Yeah, it'll make us like an extra dimensional pearl.
Yeah.
Or diamondy bits. Who knows?
All right, so you're pouring sand into the bag.
Why not?
You're like lifting
why
a
not?
corpse, and it sort of slops around as though it's just like, a sack full of sand. Like, cut a hole in it, pour it into the bag. The bag is just swallowing it up. Just pours in.
Is the bag getting heavier as we add more stuff to it, or is it just staying in the same little bag?
You want to test, Alec? You lift it as you...
Sure, yeah.
I mean, the corpse didn't seem to give it much weight, so...
Okay.
There's an entire person in there that weighs like, 180 to 200 pounds, and The bag weighs maybe a pound.
Well, we don't know that the person's in there. They might be in another dimension. It might have just like teleported them. It might not even have sucked them in.
You poured a bunch of sand in there too, and you lift the bag. Feels like an empty bag, kinda.
Can I try to dump it out and see if sand falls out?
You turn the bag over.
Does even a single grain of sand fall out?
Let me check something. Yeah, so you turn the bag over and a bunch of sand pours out. Basically all the sand you put in there.
I'm really starting to hate this bag.
You're starting to hate this bag. Interesting.
So should we
I
go
love
back to the
this bag.
ladies' shop and take a nice rest?
So
Sure.
you could go back to Brimshire and rest. The only thing is it's already been a whole day, basically, since you chased the giants. Or like, 13, 15 hours, somewhere in there. And the trail will go cold, especially through the grass and if they went up into the mountains.
That's a good point, Cora.
Yeah. I was just saying, Cora would know this.
That's why I said that's a good point, Cora.
Yeah.
Well, we can keep going. Maybe a short rest.
We need a short rest, definitely.
You want to take a short rest here, just near the road?
Lightning doesn't strike the same place twice, right? Assassin.
Lay down among all the corpses and pretend that we're corpses.
If we're gonna rest, it would be better for me if we tried for a long one. I won't be super useful if a battle kicks up.
Are you out of spell slots? Or,
Not in-
have you cast all your spells? Or most?
No, I've got my fourth stuff is gone. I've got one of my third and my second and thirds, or second and firsts. My first
Good
are
enough.
all right.
Good enough.
Are we
Time
on-
for a rest.
one
The
of
trail will
each.
go cold.
You're just going to rest off the side of the road here, basically?
Yeah.
Are you just... So what are we doing with the corpses, the other corpses of the assassins? You're just going to...
Leave them there. You already stripped them, right?
strewn across the road.
We're not the corpse cleaning crew, all right?
I want to stack them like Jenga blocks.
The
I had
wolves
nothing to
and
do with these
ravens
corpses.
will certainly take care of them if you don't.
What
Maybe
did we decide
we'll
our group team name was? Just
We
leave us
haven't yet.
no
Clerical error.
Clerical error.
Clerical error. Yeah, perfect. Sorry, we left you a little cleanup work. We took care of the bad guys. Clerical error.
You're welcome for these corpses.
Great. Every time we sign off on letters, it just sounds like we're apologizing for issues.
This is due to clerical error. Okay.
Like
there were
having
8
a
corpses here, but now there's only 7. Clerical error.
this email sent from my iPhone. Pardon any typos.
Okay, so short rest, you can spend an hour. You can spend as many of your accumulated hit die as you want to heal yourself. But you do spend those dice, so make sure to mark them off.
Okay. 1d6. Four.
When to heal. Super exciting. D1s, that's rough.
Just 7. Okay.
Short rest is relatively uneventful. I assume you all just take the rest at the same time. You don't actually have to sleep. You can just like hang out. Find, a nearby meadow and do some cloud watching. Unroll your bedrolls briefly. just to relax. And yeah,
I pull out a
it's
ham shank.
mid to late afternoon. Yeah. Chance has some pocket cheese that he's gonna munch on.
Oh yeah.
Still working
got
on that
the
wheel.
Crumbles that wheel. Hell yeah.
Okay.
How many spell slots does the cheese restore?
-2.
It's got all that mold on it.
It's
Permanently.
it's full of lint and
Hey,
He's gonna be casting Stinking Cloud later, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy.
inadvertently stinking cloud.
Intentional.
Okay. I assume after the rest you want to head back down to where the caravan attack was.
Yeah.
It's pretty nearby. Maybe another mile or so. Not too far. And you... It's easy enough. I'm going to say it's easy enough to follow the trail.
Sorry.
Sorry, what?
3d10 for hit dice.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
18. Not bad.
Cool.
Rangers get a D10. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they're an actual fighting class, unlike all the rest of you.
True. 18 plus whatever your con is, so
Oh, is it?
times 3.
Plus your
you,
con?
you get your con bonus, and then I also get an additional +1 for being that dwarf that I am that gets +1.
Oh, yeah. Plus your con mod.
$37 out of 45.
You were just here the night before. Things look a little bit differently in the daytime, especially in the mid-afternoon, but you find the trail again leading north, sort of northwest, off to the clearing where you encountered the giants. Just beyond a small grove of trees. Where their encampment was, there are lots of signs of activity. Obviously, there have been many giants through here recently. I would say Cora, roll survival if you want to track the giants going. I'm rolling d20 for you. What's your survival mod?
Can I assist as well?
Are you proficient in
Yep.
survival? Then yeah. Do you want to give it to her?
No, I'll roll my own.
Okay. See if I have Cora's survival bonus here.
Mine is 23.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, so Cora and
Oh, 24.
Nerida work together. You can see there's a ton of giant activity here. Just all over the place. I mean, you saw dozens of giants for sure. You also see some direwolf tracks. No surprise yet again. It looks like with that roll also you catch, like, amidst all that's been going on here, there may be some other creatures that have been through here recently. Based on the kind of tracks, you would guess they are bipedal and probably have, like, animalistic feet, like wolf-like feet, perhaps.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll tell the others about that.
And you discover a definite trail as far as the giant tracks are concerned that heads northwest further into the Foldstaff Mountains, or basically towards the Foldstaff Mountains.
Alright, well, I guess we're all gonna head that way still. Is it getting late, you said?
It's getting pretty late. I mean, it's like late afternoon. It's not super
Oh,
late.
okay, okay. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah, toward the mountains.
All right.
I want to find these giants. We will capture them. I will take my vengeance one way or another.
You reach the point where the sort of grassy plains give way to this dry, cracked, very rocky terrain that you're used to from Brimshire. And it very quickly turns into the large mountains you've seen from quite some ways away. There are the path that you're following seems to take some relatively easy route up into the mountains themselves. So you can follow that without too much trouble. It's not exactly like a cut path, but it's sort of well traveled. So it's not like, cut by machine or intention, but just by wear over lots of use as you make your way into the Foldstaff Mountains.
Can we tell if it was like from giants or if it was from like caravans using the area?
With that roll, you can tell there are no cart tracks here, so there's no evidence of any carts moving on this path. You would guess it's too difficult for most carts. Like, the terrain is so rocky that any standard wooden wheel would probably shatter. Perhaps even like iron banded wheels probably wouldn't make it, or it would be very difficult. Horses could probably traverse this path, but it'd be somewhat difficult for them, and they may have to rest frequently. More bipedal creatures or like mountain goats and things like that would probably not have much difficulty here. You also, with that roll, notice at this point too on this path.
And my ranger is just at home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with that survival roll, you also notice one very, very faint set of humanoid tracks.
Might be the tiefling you were talking about last.
Yeah. It's kind of what I'm thinking.
There was also the one camp that we discovered back at the other giant's cave. It was set far back enough that they couldn't have gotten in them there themselves. At the time, we suspected it was someone trying to escape from them, but perhaps it was this tiefling who was using that space.
Perhaps.
It seems likely. It's strange to see the giants working together with somebody outside of their own, though, like this still.
Okay, and with that, you continue to follow this path. How are you proceeding? Are you just kind of charging ahead? Or do you want to proceed stealthily, or do you want to proceed at sort of a normal pace?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, can I tell, like, how close we're getting or how fresh these tracks are?
The tracks seem like they are from the previous night.
Okay.
And there are tracks in both directions from the previous night. The ones heading back into the mountains are a little more fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Your roll is so insanely good. You're tracking these things like crazy. The human tracks, it's very, very hard to tell when they're from.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they're there and they haven't just been trampled by the giants' tracks means maybe they were afterwards. Sorry, was there any other part of that question that I'm missing?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
We might be getting close. I mean, it might be worth stealthing the rest of the way, just in case.
Considering the state of the party, I mean, even after that short rest,
Yeah.
I think we caution is probably best for this.
Okay, so we're moving stealthily, and who's going to be on lookout as you move?
I'm on point.
Should
I
be
get
four.
advantage, in this terrain, so no rough terrain deficiencies, and
And I'll be close behind Cora. Not like right behind, but
Like,
close.
I could help keep an eye out as well. Just looking.
Protecting. And looking.
Okay, so everybody rolls stealth, and let's have
that
Cora, Alik, and Nerida roll perception.
And I will use Pass Without Trace as well.
Okay.
11, I think, first. Oh, if we get past without.
Once again, Welwyn just disappears into the terrain.
How? Every time she rolls stealth, it's a 20. It's
I'm
amazing.
a stealthy person, and technically it's a 26.
And if you're within 10 feet of or 30 feet
It's
of
a
me,
36.
it's a 36.
So
Perfect.
literally, you are undetectable except from like.
You guys don't even know where I am.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am.
It's well, when you look at your own hand and you're like, is that a rock? And but yeah, Welgwyn can easily elude even her own party if she chooses. 24, 18, 10 on perception. Okay. So proceeding slowly, proceeding through the mountains, even on this like somewhat worn path, is arduous. It's very difficult. Moving stealthily, you make progress very slowly, but you do feel very hidden, and everyone seems to be making very little noise, not stepping on any loose twigs or brush, and not like cracking any rocks or anything like that. Eventually, you see there are several miles of travel into the Foldstaff Mountains. I think you see, let's see, who got the best?
Me.
Nerida, and why did Chance roll? Were you looking?
Oh no, that was my stealth roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, we need a Cora
Me and I rolled a
perception.
10.
We need a Cora perception roll. Let's see. Oh, and a Cora stealth roll, huh? That'll be stealth. That's still really good. Okay, nat 20 perception.
Roll the 20.
All right. So Cora and Nerida see, like, it's very far off, maybe like 500-600 feet away from you. Even in the dimming light, the light is just sort of catching the tops of the rocks. Everything else below falls into shadow, and you think you see a large humanoid head peeking out from a rock outcropping and looking around before ducking back down. It's maybe 500-600 feet in front of you, and the path seems to lead right near it.
We need to take caution moving ahead. I fear there may be giants lurking about.
Very quietly, we just saw one.
All right, so you just keep approaching.
Well, no, I assume we're stopped, and we're pointing it out.
Okay.
Before we move forward, I want to establish a tactical plan. Everyone, since they've got those big scary rocks that fucked us up so bad last time, we could take on many more giants in melee than we can if they're hurling rocks at us from afar. So, if we do engage in them, stay in hard, full cover, behind rocks, behind trees. Try to get them into melee with, the rest of us, and try to stay near me and Nerida, but also especially me, because I can protect you.
Do we want to maybe try to lure this one out?
Luring is good.
Alone.
Well, can we find a way to give it a pincer, come around from another direction, perhaps, those of us who are a little more stealthy? I can bring up the thorns to cause them damage if they do try to rush us, but I just never saw any good opportunities in the last combat.
We could definitely actually try to draw them in over the thorns and then unleash fire on them from cover from afar. We do have a lot of ranged firepower. We really need to maintain that full cover, and if we can control the battlefield like that.
Especially with the state we're in. They were hard for us in full strength.
And Lost, is your staff fully recharged after our ordeal the other night, or no? He'd be able to cast Wall of Thorns.
He will answer us.
Yeah. AFK for real dogs.
He's tending to the wolves.
I have a riding wolf now? Awesome.
As you guys are talking about this, You see a storm roll in from over the mountains in front of you, maybe a mile or so in front of you. Light rain begins to trickle as the edge of the storm catches you, and you do hear the occasional clap of distant thunder echoing throughout the mountains.
I turn my face to the sky and breathe in deeply.
Well, when we are trying to create our lure over here, I'd happy to be bait. I can either try and turn myself into a giant, because they're not gonna know their own kind. They're stupid.
Doesn't a thunderstorm empower your?
It does.
Haha, nice.
Cora and Nerida also, as the storm rolls in, you see from over the crags of the mountain an enormous figure. Blue skin, larger even than the largest giants you've seen so far. Lightning and electricity sort of cracks around it as it walks, and it sort of bounds down the hill towards where you saw the other giant
So there's at
before
least,
you lose track of it.
Yeah, there's at least 2 in the area now.
That one certainly seemed interesting. I want to pursue it and see where it's going.
Perhaps the rest of us should stay here?
Alright. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, make sure you're drawing them towards us if you're going to do anything risky.
So Cora, you're moving closer.
Yes, I'm going to sneak closer.
All right, you're moving out of Lost Pass Without Trace. Wait, how long does Pass Without Trace last? 1 hour?
Yeah, that sounds right. Hold on 1 second. Let me check.
The staff can cast it at will, correct?
True, so I can always.
You can
do
just
it
keep it
again.
up forever.
Yeah.
It should take charges to cast.
It does
What's
not.
your
Really
stealth
should,
mod,
because-
Cora? Yeah, I really should.
I mean, if it like took a charge and then the
I'm
wall.
sorry, what was the question?
What's your stealth mod?
I think it's 7.
I have it
And
here.
it
I
does
believe.
last 1 hour, by the way.
Yeah, it's 7. Okay, so you got a 19 stealth. Yeah, you feel you're sort of dodging into the rocks. It's getting hard for you to see as we approach late evening. But you can dodge into the shadow of the crevices and stuff. If you're moving off the trail, then you're going to have to make athletics checks to climb around throughout the rock outcroppings. If you stay on the trail, you won't.
I think because it's a favored terrain, I don't need to worry about that.
You still have to climb. I'll let you climb with advantage because it's your favorite terrain.
Okay. So sure, let's do it.
$15 plus 4, so 19. Yeah, without too much trouble, you're climbing around. You still feel pretty stealthy. It takes you just slightly longer than maybe you would have liked to sort of close in on the area. Everyone else is just hanging back while this is happening. Let's take a moment to take stock. Does anyone else want to do anything? Well, Cora's just running off on her own, like climbing straight towards these giants she's seen.
Yeah, nobody seemed to talk me out of it, and Nero was just like, okay, see you soon. So I was like,
I mean, I feel like we should know what's going on. It's not a bad idea. I just don't think we should take the anti-stealth clerics with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not particularly stealthy. More useful in the ambush than anything else, so.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, Welgwyn might want to join Cora just to make sure that Cora's not running into a terrible situation on her own. And I said that when Welgwyn couldn't hear me say it, so.
Exactly.
I was just saying, Welgwyn, that you might want to join Cora since you are particularly stealthy while the rest of the group hangs back, so that Cora isn't necessarily going into a crap situation by herself.
Yeah, that works. I don't love going into a dangerous situation, but halflings gotta stick together.
Yeah, come on, lady power.
I'll send you a message if it feels like it's taking. Although, I can only do it once.
Everybody roll perception who's not up with Cora.
Sorry, I have to interrupt. Did that cat noise just come through Zoom, or was that in the background music?
I whistled.
I didn't hear a cat noise.
Cat noise a minute ago.
It wasn't our cat. She's finally asleep.
But I heard it in TTS.
Maybe you just have a cat and you don't know it, Thomas.
Oh, I have a thing open in the background. That's what it was. Oh my god.
That was perception, right?
Yep.
So that was a 17 for me.
Okay, so it looks like Lost and Chance, and Welgwyn's there too, right?
I think I'm up with Cora.
Okay, so Welgwyn, you got to roll strength or athletics and stealth to move with Cora.
All right, let's see.
We'll
You really gonna make her roll stealth?
in that order.
What's that, nat 20?
Yeah.
Technically, it's getting up to me. So if you're noticed, I'm not noticed yet, necessarily.
Okay, so this will be stealth. And that's +6.
19.
And then this will be athletics. And that's -1, so 13.
13. Okay. You fall behind Cora a little bit, who just seems to be kind of like leaping between rocks that you have a moment of hesitation to sort of like leap and grab ledges and stuff like that. But you're maybe 60, 90 feet behind her throughout your journey up these craggy rocks. Cora Mountain Goat. Okay. So back with everyone else. Chance and Lost, you hear that whistle. Nerida, you hear it, but you're like, it's a mountain bird, whatever. Chance and Lost, you're like, that was like a person whistling. Sorry, Lost, what was your total roll? 14 plus
3, 17.
17. Chance is flat, 19. Yeah, it's a little hard to tell where it's coming from. You two roll perception again as you're looking around more.
Yeah.
14.
Still 13.
13 and 14. You hear like a rock, and you look over at it, and you see that, you know, a small rock has sort of landed nearby you, clinked off a couple of rocks. Don't quite see where it came from.
I don't think we're the only ones over here watching these giants anymore.
Yeah, I agree. We should be extra quiet. But there's something, I can't tell where it's coming from, but we're not alone.
But they wanted to get our attention.
Oh,
Lost, what's your AC?
Oh God. It's something low. 12. What? Yeah, it's 12. It's weird. 12.
All right.
Christ.
Crack! A rock hits you in the side of the head for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. This time you see where it came from, and there's a man over on the rocks, maybe like 60 feet away. It was a hell of a throw. It's really far to throw a rock at that accuracy. And he's looking at you like, just a little bit terrified. He's like, you can see he has some sort of like sheet over him, maybe, and like a mask that he's pulled down.
Insight check.
At this range.
Yeah. Super annoyed
at this
being
time
hit
of day.
Yeah, super annoyed at being hit in the head with a rock rather than casting Hellish Rebuke. No, I'm gonna go. I guess I'll say hey, and I'll tap
20.
Tap Chance and say, and I'll point at the guy and suggest kind of hand gesture that we go over there.
Do you want to? Should we tell the rest of the group or just us?
Yes. Yeah, no,
Do
we should tell
I
the rest of the group.
like the cut of his jib?
From this range?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I tried. I got a 20.
I was like, why are you rolling?
Are you actually insight checking him throwing a rock at my face?
And just like his demeanor, if he
You think
seems like
he
a bad
did
guy.
not
Do I get a bad vibe?
He did not mean to hurt anyone. He definitely meant to. You can wait. So what's your roll total? 20.
20.
He definitely meant to hit Lost, but he didn't mean to hit him quite that hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
That's
the
fine.
impression
Is what
he's
you
trying to get
estimate.
our attention, so I suggest we
I'll
go.
start heading that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Friends.
All right.
Do I have to roll to see if the rock broke concentration on Pass Without Trace?
No. You can just recast it anyway.
It's focused on the staff. It's not a constant.
It is concentration.
It is
It
concentration.
is, but because well,
That's how
that
it's
magical item stuff that you were giving me, and one of the things is like if an item casts, you can designate that the item is the center of it. So
Nope.
I hadn't changed his mind on my staff because it's too OP.
Nope.
Okay.
And we may make Pass Without Trace cost at least 1 power charge, because that's insane that you can just do it all the time. It's not even like a high rarity item. So it's like goofy for it to be that good.
It's concentration, so I don't know. I mean, if I would do it all the time, I know we've used it quite a bit.
Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, you head over. It's not nearly this intense.
But we head over. Ba-bum!
So
and our boss battle begins.
in a small crevice in the rocks, sort of peering over at you guys and looking back towards where you had seen the giants, and also looking like slightly panicked at the 2 halflings that are now making their way in that direction, is a man with, he has sort of over his back this cloak type thing that is covered in bits of like sand and small rocks from the local terrain, where you think like if he turned away from you, it would be almost impossible to see him at any kind of like any range beyond 30 or so feet. He would just blend right into the mountains. He has like a bit of paint on his face, and also like gray paint all about his face, again to mask him with the environment, make him very difficult to see. When you approach him, he's staying down, and you approach like very carefully as well. And hi there. You seen those giants? Your friends are in danger. What are they doing?
They were scouting, trying to see how many there were.
I've already scouted the camp. You should pull them back if you can. You have a way to contact them.
Narrative.
I can. I'll ask him to come back. Tell him.
Why? Why are we asking them to pull back?
They're just gonna rush into a camp like that? I mean, I guess they could not get caught, but this is very dangerous over there.
They are the most stealthy of our party.
Right,
What
well,
if you've already scouted the camp? Do you want to share some information on why we should be so concerned?
I hope for their sake they're right. You saw the storm giant, didn't you?
Yeah.
They're not to
Okay,
be trifled
Narada.
with.
Narrative, you might want to just ask Cora to pull back.
Okay. I'll send a message to Cora, ask her to pull back, and tell her that we've met up with someone.
Kisses and hugs.
Kisses and hugs.
Cora, you receive a message in your ear, in your brain, from your friend Nerida.
My brainier. So I've been slowly sneaking closer. What am I seeing? What's going on with me when I receive the message?
Sorry, 1 second. Nerida, what spell is that? Sending?
Sending?
Okay. Sending is like any range, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Even other planes of existence.
But it costs a level 3 spell slot.
Yeah, it's my last level 3 spell slot.
Okay. Okay, so Cora and well, let's do Cora first. Cora, you feel like you're getting close to where you saw that giant. You're feeling really stealthy. You pull up instead of going right to where you saw the giant, you feel like you should dig around either to the right or the left a bit, either sort of east or west, as it were. And as you do, you pull up over a ledge, and you see below you what looks like some kind of quick makeshift encampment. You quickly duck back down. I need you to roll stealth again, actually.
Okay, I can click this time. Click, 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 click. Click.
Ooh.
16, no, 13.
13, okay. So
Do I get
you...
advantage because it's my favorite terrain?
No, not on stealth rolls.
I also get, what, so with stealth, it's just ducks? Okay, never mind.
You quickly duck back down. You see a couple of enormous tents that look large enough to house some of the giants you've seen. Roll perception with disadvantage because you just took a quick peek, unless you want to look longer. Still pretty good.
17.
17. You also saw at least one what looked like a stone giant. You saw the giant you saw coming off the mountain, and you saw a stack of crates near the center of the camp. It is in a sort of what for them must be a small divot with a flat clearing, but for you is maybe a 100-foot diameter to 120-foot diameter clearing that is obscured by an outcropping sort of between you and it, and then the rest of the mountain behind it. At that point, you get the message in your ear from Nerida. Well, Gwyn, you're following Cora, and you see her kind of like poke her head out and then just duck. And then stop moving.
So I'm gonna speak back to Nerida.
You actually can't respond to this.
I can't. Oh,
What?
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
I get to respond. Yeah.
If... No, you just send a message with some...
What, really?
thing.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense to me. I'm probably looking at some bad information here. Give me a second.
I thought that's how we did it in the last couple times we used it for this.
Oh yeah, I can send an answer.
Ah.
Yeah, so you can respond. Sorry.
Okay. Just found camp. We'll discuss with Gwen. I don't know. Cora is a little halfling who really wants to kill some giants, avenge her family. She's seeing all these overwhelming odds. She's not afraid, but she's not stupid. She's not just suicide. So I saw at least, let's see, I found the camp. I found at least 3 hill giants and that giant storm giant. I really don't think I can handle this alone. We'll return. Loving kisses back, bestie. And I'll turn around to Gwen, and I got a message from Nerida. Stay down, the giants are close. We can't survive these odds. We need to regroup.
All right. I mean, I don't want to charge into something that's going to get me killed. So if you think we should go back, let's go back.
So you two reconnoiter back where your friends were. I assume they, whatever, throw stones, whistle at you, and eventually get you to come over to where they were. While that's happening, we'll go to break. We're taking our 10-minute break. We'll come back at 5:50 p.m. PST.
Oh, yeah.
Be right back.
Next.
Oh, we're back. Welcome back, everyone, to our continuation of tonight's session of Tales from Tuatha. When we left off, everyone had regrouped and had met this mysterious man who was in the mountains with them. Yeah,
That's some defensible terrain for us. We chose the defensible terrain.
I don't think this is a fight we can win. I don't think you want to charge in like that.
I would definitely tend to agree, but we've got a spirited little halfling with us.
Yeah, looks like they're coming back now. Yeah, there are at least, I want to say 5 or 6 stone giants in addition to that storm giant up there. It's not something you want to just run into. Who are you people? What are you doing up here?
We could ask you the same question.
Fair enough.
Clerical error, and we have dealt with worse odds than this.
You're not quite back yet.
That's why it was so quiet.
Yeah, she yells, "Clerical error!" My name is Roy Parthus. I'm with the Silverblades. Been staking out these giants for a couple of weeks now. This is the biggest gathering I've seen yet.
Do I know what the Silverblades are? Yeah, do any of us know?
Yes, you do. Most of you know that the Silverblades... So, Lothuria has an army, and their sort of specialty troop, the Navy SEALs to their just U.S. Army, is the Silverblades. They're sort of an elite troop. They do more than just combat. They also do, like, reconnaissance.
Well, I'll say, I mean, if you need our help, we've been hired to stop attacks on Imperial caravans. Turns out our enemy is one and the same. We tracked them back here.
I see. So, I don't think we're going to stop the attacks on the caravans that easily. It'll probably take a concerted effort of some kind.
Have you seen them attack the caravans?
Yeah, I saw the most recent one. There's nothing anyone could have done.
Do you know what would have motivated them to do such a thing?
Still trying to work that out. I haven't been able to follow them further north.
Have you seen a tiefling amongst them?
Thinks for a moment. Oh. Not amongst them. Not out here at all.
Can,
2 nights ago. 2 nights ago, we killed 4 of their number. Was that 2 nights ago or a night ago?
It was last night.
Yeah. Last night we managed to take out four of their group, but we were a much larger number came upon us, and we were forced to retreat.
The group that attacked the caravan on the road yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you get the stone giant with them?
I believe we did. I'm fairly certain
we
we
got
did,
all
right?
but one, I believe.
Yeah, I think.
Actually, no giants escaped from that.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
so-
killed them all.
6, wasn't it?
Yes.
Not 4?
So we did defeat the stone giant that was with them.
Who are you people?
We're clerical errors.
A band of mercenaries.
Yeah, we've been helping out in the area. We recently, solved some problems in Moontip as well as in Brimshire.
You may have heard some of our legendary songs as well as the tribute to such.
Don't spend a lot of time in town, unfortunately. I can't say I've heard of any songs or about you. But, if you killed giants, that's no small task.
I mean, our little friend here, assuming Cora has gotten to the part, has rejoined us by this point.
At this point, she's just sort of walking up, like dusting herself off.
That's basically her specialty.
You kill the giants?
I don't.
Well, we all kill the giants.
Well, I wouldn't say that I kill giants quite yet, but it is my desire for vengeance. After all, they did not do me any favors, so
I'm looking out to take them all down.
Fair enough, I guess, but I don't think we're killing these. Even if you did kill some hill giants and a stone giant. This is a bit rough up here.
So, you said that you believe there was 5 or 6 amongst their number. Cora, Welgwyn, what did you guys see?
I didn't really get close enough to see anything.
Okay. Cora, how about you? Is muted.
Sorry, I'm doing some RL stuff. What was the question?
How many giants did you see in the camp?
I believe I noticed about 3 of the stone giants, 1 of the storm giants, but that was all him. I didn't like those odds on my own. I didn't want to stick around and see what they would come out to.
Well, I mean, what do you suggest? What was your plan stalking them out here?
And I'm mostly gathering information. It's kind of it. Goal
Can you
out
tell
here
me
is
for
to
who?
track them. For the Silverblades. Told you. Sorry, I don't know many of your names.
I'm Nerida.
So you go around introducing yourselves.
Yep, lost.
Malik,
Chance.
Well then.
Or
it's time to
And
make a plan.
Cora.
with these giants, Mr. Silverblade.
make a plan? What do you want to do?
We'll take
We
care
would
of them.
like to take them out.
Yeah.
They can't keep attacking caravans on the road without any repercussions.
I mean,
Especially since with all the upheaval in Brimshire, there's likely to be many, even more helpless civilians traveling to try to find a better life. We stopped a large group of them, but we can't shut down this road.
you see the storm, right?
Yes.
You know what's here. I don't think we can do that. I don't want to do it. You're just throwing your life away.
The storm is making the storm giant more powerful, I assume.
Whether it is or not, it follows him. It's extremely dangerous. I think at best, at very best, if you're really gung-ho about this, we could try to recover the cargo. We would have
We don't
to...
care about the cargo.
would have to not alert the giants at all. I care about the cargo.
We
You can't
Thuria-
we care
Thuria
about the
cares about the
cargo as
cargo.
well.
Oh, do we?
Yes,
I
because
don't-
there is a
I care
bonus
about-
if we are able to recover the cargo.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be really easy to recover the cargo once they're all dead.
I mean, you can't get some of Silverhand out here to help us? Surely this Silverhand wouldn't just let giants slaughter civilians.
It'll take a couple of days to get them out here. Larger
Man.
forces take a while to assemble and move, and by that time the giants might be gone.
How long have you been here?
This is just in the mountains, in the Foldstaffs.
How long have you been following these giants?
A couple of weeks.
And how frequently are they moving camp?
It's every 2-3 days, depending on if they get a shipment or not.
And how long have they been here?
This would be day 3.
Okay, so you're expecting them to move on from this place tomorrow, potentially?
Very soon. Probably tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on what my compatriots want to do, but perhaps we could set up a fake caravan.
Please.
One of those.
Yeah. Those silver guys.
The silver gauntlets of Helm.
And, ambush them as they go in to attack.
Roy,
Yeah.
why are you in the cargo?
Tower's interested in the cargo. The Silverblades are interested in the cargo. It's important that it gets through. We can't have shipments going missing like this all the time.
And the people that accompany those shipments?
they're all dead at this point.
That's my point.
And the Silverblades have only sent one person this entire time for multiple weeks without... Do you have no one in close contact with you?
This is only the second shipment that's gone missing. There is some urgency now. We thought it was one-off brigands something the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I was sent to investigate. I haven't been able to report back yet. Well, in any case, I think we should try to get that cargo. If you're up for it, I'm not sure I could do it on my own.
After we kill the giants, it'll be easy to get the cargo.
Look, if you want to try to kill him, I can't stop you.
But you can help us.
I won't help you.
Yes.
At least he's honest.
Is so brave. So brave.
Look, lady, I don't like running into giants' dens just to get lightning to death. Maybe that's something you're into.
Are you good with a bow? I know you're a Silverblade, but do they have archers among your ranks?
Yes, but like I said, lightning.
So, hide under a tree and shoot arrows at them.
He looks around. There are no trees for
Hide
miles.
under a rock, then. Coward.
So ignoring your idiot dwarf.
Say we get back this cargo. Will you then help us gather forces to take out these giants? Follow them to their next camp?
Yeah. I may need to do a little more investigation first.
What I'm hearing is bureaucracy, and it's never going to happen.
What's this about a tiefling?
There we go.
Yeah.
Last night, the camp that we, or the party of giants that we defeated, they after finishing them off, and we were able to track them to the beginnings of a larger camp. We weren't able to get very close, but at the bonfire that many of them were sitting at was also a black-skinned tiefling with red eyes that appeared to bark orders at them that they followed. And I'm not sure what the significance of this tiefling, but he knows who we are because he showed up in my dreams last night, and I believe he was also present in a vision Ali had.
Showing up in your dreams.
He's a very powerful magic user.
Priest of Helm.
This is definitely worth looking into if true.
I don't usually lie. Unless I have reason to.
Problem is, if we get the Silverblades out here now, even if we kill all the giants, shown our hand, this tiefling may go underground if he's the root of all this, or whoever else is at the top.
Well, he knows we're involved, but he doesn't necessarily know to worry anything thoroughly from the Silverhands.
I mean, no offense, sir, but if you've been out here for 2 weeks, I doubt you've managed to completely elude him notice.
Also true.
Well, I have my ways. I haven't been spotted yet.
That cowardice comes in handy, doesn't it?
Well, Roy, I know you said you wouldn't help us head-on attack, but what if we were to distract them so that you and one of our party members could try to recover the cargo? Would you help then?
Yeah, I mean, if we can work out some kind of plan to get the cargo out of there. A distraction, we could talk about that. I was thinking, wait until nightfall. They're a little too cocky at this point. They do all go to sleep. Sneak in and get it.
What state is the cargo in? I mean, how are we getting it out? What are your thoughts on getting it out? Because Are we carrying this all out? I mean, what are we talking about? Crates, goods?
We obviously can't carry it, but I have something that might help. He reaches into his pack, pulls out a small black square of fabric.
And that is?
I'll show you. Stand back a bit. He ushers you to step back. He sort of grabs the edge of it and throws it out in front of him. It unfurls into this circle of fabric, and he lays it on the ground. And he reaches into his pack, and he pulls out his rope, sort of undoes his rope, and throws it over the circle, and it falls into it as if it were a hole.
Hey, we have something like that.
Got one of these?
Maybe you can tell us what this does.
Not quite just like that, but if you can help us identify this, that might be useful.
He like swirls his rope around the hole and pulls it back up.
I bet the bag would love to eat a giant or two.
You have a good point there, Alec. You want to show Roy our...
Yeah, I guess if I still have it, I'll open it
Don't
up.
put your hand in it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to untie it. I'm just going to pull it out and explain to him.
I was telling him preemptively, whatever it is you see, don't put your hand in it.
Welgwyn has the best idea of what happens when you go inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts.
Well, suffice to say, we had a captive who unfortunately fell into it some hours ago, but we've seen no trace of him since.
Fell into the bag? Like
there was a tussle, and
He tripped over a rock.
Yeah, it was a tragedy.
you touch it and it pulls you in, and he touched it, so he got pulled in. We tried to shake him out, but that doesn't seem to be how magic bags work.
There's a person in that bag, you're telling me.
Probably.
Well,
not
there
anymore.
was.
We're not sure what state he's in now.
Probably bones, maybe.
Have you
Probably nothing.
tried pulling it out?
You want to reach in and pull it out? Go ahead.
Please don't.
No, do not.
Well, I mean, it sounds similar, I guess, but it's not quite the same as what I got here.
No.
He starts folding it back up.
Where does
No.
yours go?
Stays right where it is.
But if you go into it.
It's dark in there.
Okay, thank you.
Been down there once.
Does it feel like you're being eaten?
It feels peaceful.
Okay, so it doesn't feel like you're being eaten.
I mean, do you use it to store things?
You can. There's nothing in it right now.
So that's your suggestion, is we load the cargo into
There's
whatever the heck
definitely-
that is.
Now, it won't all fit in its current state.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we don't just carry loose equipment, right? In our caravans, it's bundled up in big boxes, crates, and there's a lot of packing material, cloth, and hay, and other things in there. It's a lot of extra space that probably wouldn't make it in.
Do I trust this guy? Does he seem like he's just trying to steal this
Roll
cargo?
insight.
+8, 24. It's my roll of the night.
Yeah, he's totally honest with you.
Okay.
He hasn't given you any indication that he's lying.
So you're saying we'll have to distract them long enough for us to unpack several crates of goods, throw them into a hole, pick up the hole, and run away.
Throw them in, carefully place them in.
Bro, we don't have time for careful.
It depends on how we do it now, doesn't it?
I agree. If they're dead, we have plenty of time.
Well, let me know when they're dead, and I will gladly go recover the goods. But they'll be gone probably by tomorrow night, and to get it out before then, if we're getting it out at all.
If we win, can we have your circle thing?
Roll persuasion.
Oh, why does it have to be me?
Wait, can I assist with precision?
Yeah.
Wait, I am.
Charm him with your feminine wiles.
I'll let Maggie roll it out.
Oh wait, I accidentally did too. Shit.
That's fine. That's what you
There you
should
go.
do. Yeah.
Oh.
Can I?
+8.
Wait. I
16.
want to.
You're gonna bend luck?
Yes, I am. 2, and that's all my sorcery points. Shit, but I'm doing it anyways.
This thing looks pretty cool.
We could put a boat in there.
Yeah, that's +3.
To a 19. Glad you think it's real cool. You can't have it.
Damn it!
It's worth a try.
Well,
All right. So I'm gonna talk to the party real quick, guys. So we got what, 6 giants total there?
yeah.
Yes.
We can take 6 giants. These
I'm
guys
not
are
sure we
willing.
could.
I
I'm
mean,
not
we
sure.
can convince them to help us.
I believe we can take. I agree that I think we can take him. I'm just not sure we can take him in our current state. I mean,
Yeah.
Chance just established he doesn't have any more sorcery points left.
We just gotta choose
we're-
the tenable ground, that defensive area, and
Ambush up for them down the road, so when they are moving camp tomorrow and we are well rested, we will be ready for them and can pick them off instead of engaging them all at once.
And that's kind of what I mean. It's a rare day that I thoroughly agree with Cora, but today is that day.
He said also that the storm follows him wherever they go, so I assume that I won't be able to harm the storm giant very much, but any of the giants around him I should be able to take advantage of the storm.
I think our archers should be able to harm them very well. I don't know how everyone else is for a fight. I'm pretty well prepared for a fight. I didn't have to use very much of my divine-inspired spells in that last fight, so I'm.
Well,
I'm not
Ready
great.
to go.
I
Yeah, I was
have
gonna say-
one.
I'm in decent shape as well, but it sounds like Nerida and Chance are not. So
I could get by, but it's definitely not great. I have one level 4, 1 level 2, and 3 level 1. So
Yeah, I'm.
Chance is the roughest, but we do still have range superiority. And if we're going to be in a defensible position with cover from rocks, I don't think the giants pose very much of a threat.
Well, what
We
time
can
is
take
it
out
now?
at least 2 before they get up to us, especially with Cora's newfound poison.
yeah, where are we at time of day now?
Alik, do you happen to
evening.
have gentle repose or revivify? Because in this state, if someone goes down, I don't think I can do much.
I don't think I have either of those, actually. No, I don't.
And I'll be severely handicapped because I only have 1 level 2 spell that I would then save for gentle repose in case someone dies and I can't have a spiritual weapon.
What's the time limit on gentle repose?
I mean, revivify has to be 1 minute within them dying. The gentle repose freezes their state, so as long as I can get to them in a minute and cast that. But it'll mean I won't have a spiritual weapon with me.
Right. So the issue is, will we be able to rest? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What time is it?
well, we could ask
It's
him, do they
evening.
usually move during the evening or during the daytime when it's time to move on?
How early? Like if
I-
it's early, we
I
can
would
ask
guess they'll be out. They'll start packing up camp in the morning and leave midday.
Then we should be able to sleep and get up in the morning before they...
Well, if it's evening now, we could sleep and wake up like first thing in the morning, like still like wee hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm
before they
saying.
attack them before they wake up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have
maybe even sneak attack some of them while they're still sleeping.
we have a ranger and a rogue who are both fairly sneaky and don't necessarily need to rest at the moment. Perhaps they could go around setting up traps to even out the battlefield. Make
Look,
sure they can't escape with the.
you guys are insane. There is
This
no
is
way
true.
Yeah.
you are fighting this.
The other thing I
You want
worry
to go
about
die?
is
That's fine, but
the wild card of that tiefling. We don't know who he is or what he's doing or how he's empowering the giants. What he might do to us to turn the battle against us.
I think I saw him.
Well,
Did you see him?
Mr. Coward over here says he hasn't seen the tiefling at all in days.
That doesn't mean he's
Or-
not doing anything.
Cora was.
I didn't see the tiefling either. Oh, so quiet.
Sorry, I was saying that I just don't see the tiefling. I did not hear him say that he saw the tiefling, and that I did not see it in my quick glance of the camp.
Yeah, no, Roy hasn't seen the tiefling either. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but none of us that last saw the tiefling at all last time, and the tiefling was still there.
We showed up at the end.
This is true. He was in the secondary camp.
Rested, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, his tracks were fresher than the giant's tracks. I feel like he's come here more recently. It's up to you guys. We can try this if you want, but I feel like being at partial strength and also...
If we're going to do this at all, I do think we should actually take a rest.
Yeah.
I need the rest to be able to fight.
Okay.
If you sleep through the night, you lose the cover of darkness. Do the caper at night. It's up to you,
We don't need
though.
to do a caper. The caper is the risky option. I know you are scared of these giants.
Just when I thought you couldn't get any stupider, dwarf.
We fought giants with support. We fought more giants than this at one time when they had dire wolves among them.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I don't know. There's also the plan of getting the cargo, going back with him, getting Silverblades to take action against these guys.
I mean, if we take the cargo and go get more Silverblades, these giants will be long gone by the time we come back to them.
You know.
Who knows if we'll find
Do you
them.
want to give all the credit to the Silverblades?
Exactly.
I don't really care
They're all
about the
like
credit.
this
I care
guy,
about the people on the road being murdered by them.
So there's 5,000 gold in if we can recover the shipments in it for us. So I
How much
do
if
think.
we just kill the giants and protect all the people?
Well, it was 3,500 gold to take care of the caravan issue, 5,000 if we recover the shipments themselves. So, no matter what, I think we're probably going to end up having to take care of these giants.
Yeah, I assume we're not going to get the full 5,000 if the problem is still out there. We just got the stuff back.
I somehow don't see us being able to steal all of the cargo and escape without notice. And when
Yeah.
we finally do notice them not being able to easily catch up to us because they are giants and they run very fast.
Well, unlike last time, this time I can summon some draft horses for us to ride on out of here.
Maybe a little tough to get horses on that path, but the other thing about giants is they're real big and we're real small, and there are a lot of crevices in these mountains.
So, might be more. Are you suggesting we escape and hide and try to avoid their reach?
We don't have to outrun them. Yeah.
It's not a bad plan, actually.
Well, okay, so then let's just take a vote then amongst the party, because I think we're just going to be talking about this forever.
With any luck, they'll never know we were there at all, except for that all their goods will be missing.
Great, and then we can come back after that and we can murder them. Get the goods to safety,
Yes,
go back, murder
you
them.
can.
Okay, so what are our options here? We fight or steal the goods. No matter, I mean, we could steal the goods without resting. If we're gonna fight, we need to rest.
That is correct.
Okay, so then what is everyone thinking?
Oh
Alex,
boy.
because he would not be okay with just taking the goods and leaving giants out to threaten.
Okay, so Alec votes for fighting.
Chance votes for
I vote
caravan.
for neither, and we go get more help to kill these giants.
But then the giants will leave by the time we get back here.
We could have this guy follow them. He's been doing it for 2 weeks. And send him a message. He can tell us where they've moved on to.
I haven't been
Or
able
we
to...
could leave Cora with them to keep stalking. And
I haven't been able to track them further north. They'll take the shipment and be long gone. They move really fast.
Okay.
Well, never mind, I guess.
So no matter what, we need to take some semblance of action in the next 12 hours.
Then I would lean towards just fighting them tomorrow morning, because with our clerics and everything, like sneaking in, stealing everything, while we're all like low spells, I feel like we could alert them anyway, and then we won't be able to fight them, and we'll have no advantage.
Well, we don't need to sneak everyone in. We need one person with the hole, and maybe
And it takes
one or two other people to help.
One mistake for them to be caught, captured, killed.
If everyone's asleep, we should have a few minutes to make our getaway or go hide, or at least a few seconds. That's enough for me. I don't know about you.
Can you tell us where the shipment is located in comparison to where they're sleeping? Is it nearby, or do we have a little bit of room?
It's right in the middle of everything.
Oh, of course it is.
Great.
I can only save one of you, and you have to be no farther than a minute away from me. If things go bad, you're probably going to be permanently dead.
Very comforting. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's the truth.
Okay, so
The
we've
longer
got.
we debate this, the more time we
I
wait.
think we should rest immediately and then try to get in there before the sun comes up and
Okay.
just do it all at
How
once.
a long rest would be. Can we get up before dawn, right at dawn, before the sun?
If you want to keep watches, it's gonna take you like 10 hours or so for everyone to get a full rest.
If
So it would
But
that would put you
Welwyn-
at like 6 a.m. when you wake up.
Welwyn wouldn't need a full rest, could she just stay up all night and do the watch, for instance?
And take exhaustion for not having
that's what I
slept.
feared. Never
Yeah.
mind.
That's true. She'd be pretty tired.
What about Roy? Can Roy? We want to trust Roy, or is he going to rest as well?
Well, he'll rest as well, and he'll participate in one of the watches.
Okay.
So it takes 10 hours. What time will it be when it's over?
He said
It'll
6 a.m.
it'll be
-ish.
like dawn. They will be breaking.
We could get in there early enough, storm the camp while they're sleeping, and assault them. It's not the
Okay.
best idea.
Look,
So-
dwarf. You want to send your little scouts to go look and tell you themselves what they see?
They already did.
What did you see? He's glaring over at Cora.
I saw 3 giants, stone giants, and I saw the storm giant, and the supplies in the middle of the camp. I really did not have much more time other than to glance more than that.
So you saw half of them. There are 6 stone giants and a storm giant.
That's nothing.
I don't feel so confident about that.
I can't promise I'll recover your bodies if you go kill yourselves on those giants.
Roy is
Alright.
starting to convince me. I'm leaning towards the night caper more and more.
Okay, so we've got 2 for fight, 1 for caper. Well, one,
Who's the 2 for fighting?
well, Alik for sure. I thought that you had voted for that as well. Nerida.
No, I said I don't want to do it because I can't revive anybody.
Well, fight after rest. Fighting after resting.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No matter. It sounds like no matter what, we have to rest.
How early do they tend to rise? Are they up at dawn, or do they sleep in? You know,
They'll get up at dawn. They're bedding down within the next hour or 2. They'll be up with the sun.
Okay.
Well, we'll still have our surprise, but we won't be able to get them while they're sleeping.
They usually do early morning reconnaissance too.
You know what? I'll change my vote. Let's just do the night caper and then try to track
If we
them
don't
down.
catch them before the reconnaissance.
I can get locate creature and try to find them.
Okay.
Doesn't locate creature only do 1,000 feet?
Well, we know they're going further into the mountains, so we can like follow them.
1,000 feet is not a long
Reasonable.
way.
They'll be over the range and past it to the north probably by
if they send out reconnaissance, that would work to our advantage. We pick them off as they go out, and we won't have as many to deal with at the main camp. Again, we find a defensible position where they can't throw boulders at us, and we can rain down pain on them. I will protect it with thorns, and so can Chance. No, Lost. Lost with the staff can bring up a wall of thorns and let our ranged crew do its job.
Want a wall of thorns in front of our defensible position, also then limit our vision in the area, kind of defeating the purpose of our defensible position?
That is correct.
In these crags and everything, we would try to find something up high, so to make it harder for them. Again, we would find an advantage position for us. So somewhere we could see down, they would have to come up to us. They would not be able to throw boulders, so somewhere with an overhang. And then, I would again put thorns down, and because of our height advantage in theory, so they'd have to come up the terrain to us, you could put down a wall of thorns down at the bottom and prevent them from coming up, but we could still see them at range. And they're giants. They can see over it. We can see them generally. They're large.
Roy, have you noticed anything like that surrounding their camp? Anything with a good overhang and at least 50 feet off the ground?
Well, we're taking our rest. Now is the time to scout that up, and maybe you put down some traps, like Alik said. Well,
there are plenty of places, like I said, on the mountains here that sheer cliffs and small outcroppings. Those giants, though, wouldn't be surprised if... you saw the lightning giant just bounding. I wouldn't be surprised if they can just jump right up or throw rocks up. Climb.
So maybe we can do the night heist tonight, and then when they come looking for people in the morning, we can try to pick them off one by one. Best of both worlds.
So we're going to do like the night heist at the very last watch. Whoever's on last watch is going to go out being the most rested, full health, right before they wake up.
No. Won't have full cover of night, and you'll only have a short amount of time to pull it off. But that's possible.
Our stealthy crew doesn't necessarily have dark vision, so not being in full darkness may be to our advantage.
Oh. Yeah. That can make it difficult.
Well, I think that's you and I, Gwen. Are we down for a...
I love a heist.
Okay.
I'm always down for a heist.
In that case, I will follow your lead. We'll take last watch and bring back the things that bring back the supplies to lure them out, and hopefully we can bring them to us. Who wants to scout out an advantageous position, or if you already know where one is, I don't know, I didn't hear his name.
Roy,
then please take us to a location so we can set up camp and begin the rest of the preparations while Welgwyn and I bed down.
There's a small overhang nearby that I've been resting under. May be able to fit everyone in there. No fires, though.
Well, this isn't just for rest. This is where we're going to bring them to fight as well, because we want to...
Oh, for the ambush. It's mountains. It's all mostly the same. There's nothing I noticed in particular. I've mostly just been following the giants. I haven't scouted the surroundings that much. I never even thought about engaging them.
Maybe if we do the caper now, we can... the giants might stick around because they want to cover the cargo, and then we can use that to draw them into an area of our choosing when they're split up. Take them apart piece by piece.
Maybe it could be me and Cora and... Lost, can you still cast Without a Trace again if you wanted to sneak in there with us?
I can.
Since you have night vision? You can?
I'm going too if we're stealing the cargo.
Are you good at sneaking?
Oh yeah. I haven't been spotted this whole time in weeks.
That you know of.
I know I haven't.
What would you give me for that cloak? That seems to camouflage with your surroundings.
I just made this. Little adhesive, pine tar. Just a normal cloak.
Quite crafty. The group to where we're bedding down, and then the 4 of us are headed out to try to steal the stuff. I don't know. Like, meta, will you give us an advantage if we take the time, so to speak, to look for an area? If we like switch watches and have one character during watch actually go off and try to scout for a good location, would you give us a good location? Or
if you're going to leave camp, you won't actually be watching over the camp. So if it gets ambushed, you won't alert people.
Character, but we've been doing watches in like pairs, so one person could go off and one person could stay.
I think though it sounds like there are going to be 4 people going on the to steal the cargo, so it'd probably be 1 person per watch until the last watch, in which 4 people go, and they won't be watching the camp either. And then there will be half the party asleep for the theft.
So we're still to do the caper at the end. I thought we were doing it at the beginning.
I think we should. Yeah, I don't think that everybody else should be resting while we're doing the
Yeah,
caper.
if this is happening, we're not resting.
Because they may need to come in and save us.
I don't think we'll be able to. If it goes bad, I don't think we'll be able to.
If it goes badly, we can at least attempt to run. We don't.
The thing is, I can cast Bless on you before you guys go in there. That'll give you, I think, a full minute of enhanced abilities. So make it count.
Well, it'll probably take quite a bit longer than a minute to get everything out of there. But I suppose it could help. Could at least help us sneak up.
I don't even know if it will help because I'd have to be so close casting it.
Yeah, if it makes noise, probably not ideal.
So the plan is, we go to the cargo, and we have to remove it from its crates and things and throw it into your hole.
If we want to get it all.
How many crates are there?
Counted 6, I believe. They're not uniform. There are 2 smaller ones. So we could fit 2 larger ones or 1 larger one and 2 small ones, I believe.
So we're doing all this for half the cargo.
No, if we can remove the
How
goods.
long would it take to remove it? Do we know? Do we have a guesstimate?
Well, we have to get through the locks and then open the crates quietly and then take everything out and place it in the hole quietly. So probably what we'll do is have someone hold a rope, let other people down in, because you can't, if you just throw it down there, it'll probably clang around.
Hey, Lost, you still have that darkness.
Take several
right?
trips.
We could do it in complete darkness, and they would not be able to see us, although we would not be able to see what we're doing.
You wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You make a little, like, hand chain or whatever, you know, you pass it from one person to another. If you're close enough, it's not a big deal. If you can't actually, like, see that. I guess unpacking the crates might be a little bit difficult. But it sounds like the Silver Knight guy is, Silver Sword guy is familiar.
Silverblades.
Wrong voice, damn it. Silverblades. I wasn't here for that.
Darkness also has verbal components, so you'll be making noise to cast it.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I would say I could do it quietly, but I'm again. Oh wait, I could sacrifice some spell slots to get some sorcery points back to do subtle spell for darkness.
Would I have to Because I assume I'll be picking the locks. Would I have to be picking the locks in complete darkness?
We could provide a small light. But you know that if you cast darkness, it creates a sphere of complete darkness, of magical darkness. Everything
darkness,
in it, if you're in it, you can't see, period.
Okay, I don't love the idea of trying to break open a bunch of crates on a time limit while also not able to see what I'm doing.
Nor do I. I'm not sure darkness is the right choice for this one. So,
Well, if anything, it's a good thing to use if things go poorly. If they are alerted, we can try to cover them up and maybe not our party.
I mean, if all they'd have to do is run in a direction to get out of it. But fair enough. I mean, I've always got it ready to go, so to speak. So, if it's deemed necessary, absolutely.
I think we go to the caper now. It's Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Well, we have to wait an hour or so to make sure they go bed down. I can go look over the camp a bit and come back when they've gone to sleep.
Sounds good.
Right. This is gonna be one hell of a theft.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna die, but I'm kind of excited about it.
He sort of like turns and throws his cloak over him and just like collapses into the stone. As soon as he does, almost everyone, like, he moves, several feet, and but for the motion, you wouldn't know he's there at all. And he's slinking through the rocks back off towards the giant camp.
Cora, we gotta get you one of those.
After about, some time, no one can really keep track of time that well. The night has fallen, the storm persists overhead. It settles somewhat. There isn't quite as much thunder as there was previously. And it's very dark. Roy sort of pops up back where you guys are. All right, they're all asleep. We've got to be really, really quiet and really careful. Who's going with me? It's the halflings.
Before you guys leave, I'm gonna give the crazy devouring bag to Cora, and with the not Cora, Wellwyn, with the instructions that if she gets the chance to, just kind of like capture that lightning giant, just stuck him in there and devour it.
I love that plan.
If I get that close enough, I'm probably dying anyway. So why not? You know,
walk over him, stuck him in there, and tie the bag up so we can't get out.
I'll see what I can do. If I think I can get him in there without waking him up, I will do it.
Yeah, if that does happen, you may want to send us a signal, like
scream really loud,
because we're gonna wanna start a fight at that point.
Well,
by the way, everyone can take another short rest while you're waiting for Roy to come back.
Perfect.
What? We're getting health?
You can regain health. Anything that returns on a short rest, you can get that back.
Can clerics exchange spells on a short rest, or only
long rest?
Go ahead and roll another d10 of health for me, please.
All right.
I guess if we're doing a short rest before we head in.
So it's 7 plus your con mod, whatever that is.
Okay. I am at full.
Okay.
45 again.
Well, what is it? Cora and Gwen? Ready? Anyone else coming with me?
I'll be joining you guys as well.
Right. No one in the jingly armor, right?
Nope.
No.
Keeping that far away. Stay here. There's a very subtle path I discovered from here.
What's up? Pass it off Trace again, obviously.
Okay. The
I
moon
want to
is...
insight check him and make sure he's not leading us right into a trap. Oh,
Alright, if you want.
sure. No? Is it? Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Oh, I thought I clicked it. My hand's right over it.
14 plus what for your insight?
To 16.
16. Yeah, he's up front. It's hard to
Okay.
see in this light anyway. The moon is nearly full. It was full last night, so it's still very close to full. So it does shed some light. You're in effectively dim light
I guess I'm
everywhere
going
but
to
the
cast,
shadows. But there are many shadows on these
dark vision on
corridors.
myself before we go.
Okay, so you have dark vision.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
on you guys. 'Cause
He-
I can't see anything.
He shows you, Welgwyn, he has like a very tiny lantern that's shrouded on all sides but one, so it just projects a light out in one direction.
I like this.
You can use this to see the locks. Mostly pick by feel anyway, but you can like find where the locks are and not like bumble into them quite so much.
Perfect. If I succeed on opening all of these cases, can I keep this cool lantern?
It's just a regular lantern. Sure.
Hooded lantern.
I guess I actually already have a hooded lantern. So that's less exciting. You can keep this stupid lantern. I don't need this stupid lantern.
Okay. So, you are approaching from here. It's gonna be Welgwyn, Cora,
Hello.
and Roy. Roy is out front.
And lost.
Oh, and lost. That's right.
Help give us +10 on all those rolls.
Yeah, what's a
You don't-
stealthy animal?
See, panthers get like advantage on stealth.
Do they?
Panther is like the go-to, and also sharks in water, and I forget.
I was
what
gonna
in
say.
there. Yeah.
Sharks
Gonna do a shark right now.
I flop around stealthily. No one knows I'm there.
Flop, flop.
I just
Okay.
see you being carried on the shoulder of all the stealthy characters trying to keep you hidden.
Oh yeah, +5 to stealth. Oh, yeah, that is a pretty good one.
You two roll perception. Yeah, they have like +5 stealth and advantage on stealth.
What you two?
Which two?
Cora, Lost, and Welgwyn. Sorry, you three.
So 3. Oh man, that was a terrible roll.
15.
Mine is 24.
Yeah, mine's
Okay.
5.
25. Okay, so Lost, you're sort of bumbling around a bit, and you're like stepping on piles of rocky rubble and like making crackling noises, and Roy looks back and it's like, shh. He like starts pointing out to you where to step, and Welgwyn as well is like, look, follow me.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into a panther.
Okay, wild shape into a panther.
But you can't do pass without a trace while that's happening?
Yep.
You can
or-
keep concentration going.
Concentration
Oh.
will stay while I'm in my wild shape.
Awesome.
Pretty crazy. This will be Panther Lost, because we don't have an actual panther.
How dare you not have every animal I could possibly turn into
know.
prepared?
Should. You can also fight most of them, so. Okay. So you can sort of see the general outline of everything here. And yeah. It says, okay. We have to be very quiet here. Here on out, things will be a little difficult. He starts pressing onwards.
I'm gonna panther like a panther.
All right. Roll another stealth as a panther after you wild shape.
So that's plus 15. So
in the dark of night, you just fade into shadow.
Can I ride the panther? I ride the panther lost. It's a medium creature, right? I'm small. No. Okay.
You didn't say no.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come up to him and pet him and kind of nuzzle on top of him and jump on and hug him from dear life.
You do see one stone giant, looks like sort of sleeping on the ground out here. Actually, let's say slumped up against the wall here. It's very hard to do. Or I'll do it manually. Boop.
Why you no lie down, giant? I hit you and I hit you and you just get back up again.
When you get to hear voices, careful that tent on the left. Just whispering gently to you.
What's in there?
Just look. As he moves away. You following?
Sure. What do I see in the tent?
Alright. Glance to your left. It's really dark. You don't see much in the tent. But again, there's like a large pile of something there.
Even with my dark vision?
Oh yeah, you have dark vision. Sorry. You see a fucking stone giant in there.
Yeah, cool.
Does it always tilt that way? It'll always tilt that way. Seems to be sleeping on some large pile of something. Right. There's a bit of a drop. Here. He pulls out his rope. I'll lower you down. Except for the panther.
Well, I'm riding the panther, so I'm okay too. So
Well,
just Gwen.
If Lost is going to jump down with Cora on his back, that will make stealth jumping more difficult. So I don't know what you want to do about that.
Well, I can't talk, so the best I can do is shake Cora from my back.
Oh, okay.
You shake a bit. Cora gets the idea and gets off. I've got the rope.
And I guess I'm going to jump.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Sure. It can't be an athletics because I get +5 being a panther.
It's not athletics.
Well, I have no. Actually, I guess he does. So it's plus.
You get your dex bonus at least.
Yeah, so it's +2 for being a panther. So 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're nearly silent as you jump down.
22.
You hear some grumbling from this giant, but he doesn't really move. 22 for climbing down the
I
rope.
guess yeah, stealthily. I thought we were getting
Okay.
down. Stealth
Yep.
rolls.
Welgwyn, make just a, let's say, athletics check for climbing down the rope. And you can make it with advantage. Yeah, you can make it with advantage because you're being helped quite a bit.
That's good, because I am not great at athletics. Good at acrobatics.
There you go.
Ooh,
You
thank God.
definitely slide down the rope, no problem. Roy pulls the rope back up, turns, and starts climbing down the face.
Maggie's roller has to be broken because the amount of 20s.
It crits. She's me from last session.
Yeah, she got a 20 roller and then just a 20 right next to it.
I feel like it's gonna go great, and then like when I have to stealthily pick a lock, I'm gonna get like a 2.
Don't say it.
Roy climbs down behind you with almost no noise and leaps the last 3 feet to the ground. Just settles gracefully on the ground. All right, it's over here.
Show off.
Move over to the crates. Notice in this tent, those with dark vision can see Storm Giant resting.
Now, who's got the bag?
Roy's got the bag.
I have
No. He's talking about
Our fun bag.
the mean bag.
Stick its toe into it.
You would have to go into the tent and go touch it.
I'm not gonna try to do that.
You are the stealthiest of the lot of us, usually.
I'm also
Certainly
not.
try. Seems to
It
be
would
resting
be-
on some sort of cot. Looking this direction, you also see two more stone, well, having passed this tent, see these stone giants. Resting on their cots. Oh my god, can I not move it? There we go. And one on the floor as well. Sleeping in what looks like might be like a pile of rags or clothes or something, but it's quite large. And after you finally come around the corner here, see one here. Sorry, I gotta get all these guys out. One resting here.
That's 8.
There are 6 stone giants.
I saw 3 in that one building. 1, 2, 3,
5, 6.
2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3 in here. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh yeah, there's 7. Do you have his shoes on or no? If his shoes are on. Oh, okay.
That was not a serious question.
Okay. All right. So eventually you approach the stack of crates. Roy fishes through his pack, pulls out the hole, throws it on the ground. It's not huge. It's about a 6-foot diameter. All right. To get through these locks. Didn't anticipate them being stacked up like this. Forgot. Wanna take this crate down?
So we're all going to help together pick it up and put it down quietly.
Yep. I guess I will turn back into normal Lost.
All right.
Help with this stuff.
Well,
Reshapes
how
back into himself.
perceptive is the panther? Because maybe it's good to have a lookout.
The panther does have a +5 to perception, which is not what Lost has.
So maybe you want to stay a panther and kind of just patrol around while we do this, or?
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to turn back into a panther. No, I'll use the second wild shape. Okay. I can do it twice, and it just means I won't be able to wild shape again until we take another rest.
All right, where do you want to go?
I am probably just going to stand here-ish where I can see, where I have better sight lines of the various giants.
Okay, you're just on high alert. Yep. Standing in the dead center of the camp, looking at all these giants, their chests heaving as they breathe, almost like creating a wind within the camp. The rain overhead pours down on you, matting your fur to your skin. Who's lifting this crate? It's gonna be pretty heavy.
I will help.
All right.
Not very strong, but I will help.
Roll athletics.
Logan and I and Roy all together at the same time.
All right.
Let's do athletics. 18.
Ooh, yeah.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Hey, 18.
Roy actually struggles with it slightly and slips just a bit, and Welgwyn catches it as it comes down. He's like, whew, that was a close one.
Oh, you can get us killed, I swear to God.
I will come back and kill you again.
Oh. Shut up and open the lock. He pulls out the lantern,
I
shines
love
it,
that
looks around it for the lock.
Human fails compared to the half.
I know. Rolled
like
pretty bad.
To get up to the blocks.
The rain is slick all over, and his hands are large, and he fumbles a bit.
Anyway.
All right.
Is it? What do I roll for lockpicking?
So it's just sleight of hand.
Okay.
Are you proficient with sleight of hand?
I am.
It's helpful.
So that's a 12 plus 6, and my proficiency bonus is 3.
All right. Oh wow. So, wait.
You're using D&D Beyond, so it already includes it.
Oh, it already includes it.
Yeah.
So it's just
because you're proficient in Thieves' Tools. So 18. Tiny bit of noise, but in the rain, it's mostly lost. Lock creaks open.
It's me?
It is lost in the rain, like tears. Okay. He opens the lid. It looks like bundles of swords. Mostly swords, couple shields. All right. Here. He starts, like, handing it to you two. I'll lower a rope into the hole. Sets down a rope. Go quietly.
Just throwing things into the hole make noise, but I'm a panther, so I can't actually say that.
It does make noise. He told you before. Can't just throw it in.
Lame.
If nothing else, they'll hit each other and clang around.
Fair enough.
All right. So both of you roll athletics.
Are we both going into the hole, or can I just stay and pick locks? Well,
you can stay and pick locks if you wanna. Cora will have to do both of the trips. It'll be 2 trips for these larger crates.
You can go ahead and work on picking locks. Roy's inside, right? He's the most sensical if it's like a 6-foot drop.
Sure. It's a 10-foot drop to the
10 foot
bottom.
drop. Oh.
And he's lowering a rope so you can get down there, because he doesn't want you to jump down there.
So I'll try to open all
so
of...
we're gonna get in, but how are we gonna? He's gonna lower rope the stuff on the rope, basically.
No. So you're carrying like a bundle of stuff under your arm, and you're lowering yourself with one arm.
Got it.
Which is why you don't get advantage on these athletics checks. Okay, so what's that athletics total?
+4, so it's 19.
Oh yeah, no problem. You get down the rope. You set the bundle of goods gently on the ground? Question mark. It's all just black in here, and you pull yourself back up with no trouble. Welwyn, roll to pick the next lock, and Cora, roll for the next bundle of goods from this crate.
While they're doing this, I would like to have mentioned that we would have gotten somewhat closer during all this, close enough to cause a distraction if it goes down.
Okay. So you guys are nearby and watching? Maybe up here.
Yeah, that seems right.
You're far enough away that you're very unlikely to give yourselves away unless you, like, literally fall or something. You're sort of... None of you can see? I guess Chance can see. Wait, do you have dark vision, Alik?
I do have... Oh, yeah. Alik does.
Okay, so Nerida can't really see that well. I mean, there's like nearly a full moon, so she sees little silhouettes moving around, kind of. But you two can more or less see like the figures moving around and stuff like that. What's that total, Cora?
+4.
Okay, so 7.
Yeah.
for me.
The rope creaks as you just barely like manage to lower yourself down. You fall a bit towards the end. Roll an acrobatics check.
Oh, also +4.
Okay. This giant here doesn't quite wake up. Be quiet.
I'm trying.
Be quiet.
Be careful with the rope.
Come back up. Sort of struggle to get yourself back up, but you don't make a whole lot of noise. Well, Gwen, what's that lock picking?
12.
12, okay. You eventually get it open. It takes a little bit longer than you thought. Everyone's kind of waiting by the time you're done. Pull open the second chest. Doesn't make a ton of noise, fortunately. All right. Get going on that top one up there. Do you want to move on top of the crates here, or do you want to...
Yeah, I'll climb on up there.
Okay, so this is the one you're currently unloading, so you'll climb up here and like maneuver onto the crates over here. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
You don't think it'll be very difficult, but just want to make sure you don't fall.
And that's +3.
No problem at all. You're like Batman on a roof. While you're trying to unlock, Roy hands a bundle of goods to you, Cora, and prepares to lower you down into the hole. These again are more like swords and shields. This time, no problem. You silently move down, place the bundle to come back up. It's better. More like that. Here's the second
I'm trying.
Well, Gwen, roll another sleight of hand for the next lock.
Okay, 16.
Lock opens, no problem.
7. Again.
Roll acrobatics as you lose your grip at the bottom. It's getting difficult to starting to wear out a little bit.
All these packages up and down. Well, Gwen, stop doing the easy work and come help me.
Yeah, I bet my -1 athletics
21.
would help.
Fortunately, you avoid the piles that are already there and like catch yourself as you hit the bottom of the hole. Making not much noise, but it was close. Be careful.
I'm
and
trying.
place the bundle down.
Do you want to climb down here?
Can you hold me?
Save it for after.
I'll do my best.
I don't think so. Pulls you back up.
Well, then stop critiquing my style.
He goes over and hands you another bundle. You want to move on to the next crate. These crates just have a lid. You can just pull the lid off, these smaller ones.
Cool. Is that just sleight of hand as well?
Yeah, go ahead and roll sleight of hand for that. Cora, roll another athletics to climb down the rope as he gives you another
Trying.
bundle.
There it goes.
16.
21.
You open the crate. This
Every
one's no
other one
problem.
is
You're getting used to it. Yeah. He hands you another bundle. Go again. Go ahead and open another one of these.
Okay.
This
Okay.
time, you're used to it by now, and you're used to the slickness of the rope from the rain. You just lower yourself down, almost dropping the bundle, but you drop it exactly where you know it should go, and pull yourself right back up. Makes no noise at all. Comes over here and
2 bundles for that.
takes a bundle out of this large one. The bottom floor of the hole now, even though you can barely see into it at all, even with your dark vision, it's pretty dark in there, is like covered, completely covered in bundles of like swords and shields, little bits of plate, little pieces of chainmail. That was not good.
Are we done yet?
Nope. There's a lot of stuff here if you want to get it all. All right. So, Welgwyn, was that a sleight of hand roll to open this crate?
Yeah, the 17 was.
Yeah, no problem.
That's a 25.
Almost noiselessly, you lift the top off that crate. Roll an acrobatics, Cora.
Okay, it's wrong. 15.
15. Just barely catch yourself before you fall into the pile of goods below you. Manage to set the bundle down and pull yourself back up.
Not a word.
This stone giant burps loudly and like rolls over, slumps its head against the stone again, scratches its face in its sleep. Gonna open that one too.
Do we have just the one?
This one here, and then there's a large one underneath and a large one underneath.
Okay.
There's a lot to get.
All right.
Roy moves this. Oh no.
No. You can re-roll. You're a halfling.
Oh yeah, that's true. Roy moves this now empty crate completely silently. Sets it very carefully on the rock nearby.
It's a 9 on opening the next one, unfortunately.
It cracks a bit as you sort of wrench it off in the last bit of motion. This giant sort of rolls over. Can't tell if its eyes opened? Maybe everything's okay. Alright, so he lowers you in for this crate. It's done. After that, he goes and pulls this one off and tries to place it carefully on the ground. He's like, we need to be really careful here. You're so lucky you're a halfling.
Well, whatever it is, both my athletics and acrobatics are +4, so.
Oh, was it a 1 again? No, it was 8. +4?
Yeah, +4, so 12.
Okay. Roll acrobatics. You don't lose your grip, but you start... Your arm is giving out a little and you start sliding a little. You quickly just drop, like you roll sideways almost, like drop the bundle of goods and come back up. Whew. That was close though.
Can we put...
Is there something we can put down? I seem to keep falling on these, and I'm worried that the crying will make some noise.
We don't have time.
Muffle it
do this
somehow.
quick.
Maybe with this packing. No, okay.
There's one more lock to open, Welgwyn. He hands you another bundle, Cora. Go again. Actually, there are two more locks to open. This one opens without any problem.
How about a 13?
Roll another acrobatics check.
11?
11, okay. You start to slip again. Your arm is getting really tired holding this enormous bundle of, like, steel and iron, but you dip down, set it on something nearby. I'll move around to the other side of the hole. He pulls you up. Hands you another bundle. We got 2 in here, and then there's one more lock to pick.
All right.
Locks open. All locks open. What's the athletics?
12.
Oh? Oh? This giant is clearly at this point roused from its slumber. He pulls you back up as quickly as he can. You sort of like dropped the last bundle and cling, like a sword just happened to cling off his shield. Lost is freaking out.
But that's okay, right? Because there's only the last box is unlocked and all the bundles are out, so just throw the last 2 in and let's run.
Just throw them. So there's 1 in here and 2 in here. He pulls you back up, runs over to this crate, grabs the bundle and just throws it in the hole. You do the same. Both of you, well, everyone roll Dex check just to do this.
Oof. Oh wait.
You're not throwing stuff in a hole, so you don't have to.
No, not me. I was talking.
Okay.
It was Alex roll, and I'm like, wait, why?
9?
9.
So you run over. It takes you just a little bit too long to gather up the bundle. This giant stands up. Let's see if I can do this without unlocking everything.
Well, there was only 2 bundles, so Roy got 1 and Welgwyn got 1. Did I actually have to run for 1?
Yeah, there was 1 more in here. There were 3 bundles left. There was 1 here and 2 in here.
So we all ran for 1.
So Welgwyn ran, threw hers in. Roy threw his in. He quickly folds up the hole and slips it in his pocket. Gotta go. Rata! Krumbeba! He's fucking yelling his head off.
All right, so we can hear that, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now's the time, Narita, make a big distracting boom.
Do we want? I mean, well, never mind.
We don't. Yeah, can't tell them anything.
I know.
They hear we're yelling.
How far away are we?
About 100 feet.
Yeah, about 100 feet.
I don't think I really have anything that makes distracting booms.
Lost, you staying a
I
panther?
don't think I can do much at this distance. I could do,
We're running, so
the
yeah,
storm.
I'm saying Panther.
Okay.
call lightning, but it's already lightning going on.
I can make a lightning noise or a thunder noise, not too far away from us.
Can you set anything on fire? Can you just do some destruction? Just really shock and awe?
If I cast Word of Radiance, first off, what's the range on that? But if I cast Word of Radiance at the tent, can I catch them on fire?
Word of Radiance is on yourself. Do you mean Sacred Flame?
Yeah, Sacred Flame.
No, it's not actual fire.
Or a fire effect, yeah.
It says flame-like.
It's flame-like.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to find the range on
I can't
tidal
believe it's
wave.
not flame. It's not flame though. Yeah, it's 60 feet, so you couldn't hit it. Let's do a quick initiative. I'll give you guys a surprise round though. Oh shit!
Oh, okay. I can do a tidal wave, But it would hit all our friends, probably.
Well, Welgwyn got a nat 20 initiative because
Okay.
even when she doesn't roll herself,
She's doing 20s today. Today is her day. So are we gonna try to combat, or are we running at this point? Well,
Are
then,
all of them awake?
just the one, but he's
currently
definitely
one
yelling
of
at
them
the
is
wall.
awake and he's yelling.
I'm gonna cast slow on them all except for this one up here.
All right, what's the range on slow? It's 120 feet, I think, right?
50-foot radius. Or 40-foot cube, sorry.
Aren't you gonna also hit the party then with that?
You can hit whichever
You
target.
choose who you're hitting, I think, with slow.
So yeah, basically
Oh yeah.
like this kind of area. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pretty much like that.
Wait, it's a 40-foot radius?
No, it's 40-foot cube.
Cube? So it's
It-
8 by 8.
It's close enough that it can hit both of these though. Oh, but it can't hit the. So I guess I'll hit everyone but this guy and this guy.
Okay, let me roll some initiatives here.
I'm guessing we also get to go on the surprise round, right? Because we're waiting for the surprise.
Yep, you guys are all good. Technically, it's not a surprise round, it's just that the giants are all surprised.
They're sleeping, except for the
God.
one who's awake.
Well, and a bunch of them are still sleeping. But the one who's awake is still surprised as well. Oh my god, I've rolled 3 20s on these initiatives.
See, this is what I was saying. We didn't want to get into a fight.
Yeah. I really don't have spells for this.
Well, we're looking at Welgwyn to lead us in the. Are we running away with the stuff? Or are we trying to combat this now?
Oh man.
We're running away.
I think we should probably run away.
Oh, yeah, I'm not there.
I could do Ice Storm as well.
You can yell at them, run!
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that though. I'll give away our position.
Okay,
Wouldn't be distracting.
well, when you're up,
Yep,
you can.
I'm gonna get out of here. So I can do. What kind of terrain is this? Is it normal terrain or is it rough terrain?
I'll say it's normal terrain until you're like on these more rough surfaces, like up here.
Okay.
Then it'll be rough terrain.
Okay.
In the camp area, it's good enough.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I'm not gonna go much longer.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, oh god, what is happening?
You can move 7 tiles, I think, right, per move.
Yeah, I just kind of freaked out a little accidentally. So I'm gonna go here, I guess, and then hide.
Wait,
Here?
Wait.
that's too many if you go all the way over
Did I
there.
go too many? I think I might have moved myself more than I meant.
Dash and
1,
hide.
2, 3,
Yeah, you
4,
could do
5,
dash
6,
as well, yeah.
7. You can dash and hide. yeah.
Okay, and I can dash for how many more?
It's the same move again, 7.
Same move again, okay.
But if you're gonna climb up here, that takes like double movement. So if you want to dash,
Actually, for me it doesn't, because I have second story work, so it's no additional movement.
there you go. You could get all the way up this cliff. It is probably, I want to say 10 feet. Yeah, it's 10 feet tall.
Okay, so
So
that
you
would
could
be
move
the-
like here and then climb 10 feet would be 15, and then you could still move 20 more feet.
Okay. Oh my god. So. Okay, so I can move here and then to like here.
25,
Oh,
30,
fascinating.
35. You
Forward.
can move there, yeah.
Here.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And you could, well, you're not really hiding behind anything, so I'm gonna say you can't take the hide action there, but
you could take another dash then.
you can't double dash. You can just dash on your turn. No.
Even as a rogue?
I don't think so, no. Let's see, you wanna find out?
Yeah.
Dear Internet.
Rogues dash 3 times.
Top answer: no, stupid.
Yeah, it seems insane because, like, how are you running that fast? Oh, no. Jeremy Crawford says yes, you can.
Jeremy Crawford says yes.
You can dash
So
again.
I can dash again for the same amount of
Yep,
distance?
move 7 more tiles.
Good
Jesus
lord.
Christ. Putting on you on all the sneaky stealth missions, man.
That's what her character is for.
Yeah,
That's my main purpose. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you can get here if you're moving that way. Oh, there.
Remind me to
Okay.
get you a mouse for that computer.
Yeah, it's very hard to do with the touchpad.
Yeah, I bet. G1's
Good luck
on.
catching
14.
the time
Cora.
movement speed rogue.
Okay. So the giant right here is awake, the one that's kind of standing.
Yep. The one that's really standing.
Yeah. And all the stuff is in there. I do not have a triple dash action. I could
Nobody else
dash.
does.
That's about it. I could double move.
You could also move and hide.
Alright, yeah, move and hide.
You can also move twice as far if you don't.
If I don't hide, yeah.
Yeah.
And really not seen. So my base movement is 5. I could get like behind the tent and hide, I guess, or I could try to get around the corner. But I don't think with
Like
10
you could
is
go
really-
here, or you could dash and get up the cliff.
I guess I'm dashing up the cliff.
Okay.
Getting the.
I mean, hiding's not
TFOing.
necessarily the worst idea.
Yeah, it's true. Standing there is a little bit worse.
No, I mean, like, you could, if you hide, they lose track of you, and then you can
Before
stealthily
I
move.
leave, because I do have the special class of giant, I can speak giant, so I'm going to turn to the giant who's yelling and try to throw him off balance by insulting him. Your mother was a gnome, and your father was a fairy, and you are not but a trifling. We will triumph, and then run away.
Roll intimidation. Why not?
Confusion, so he stops yelling for a minute.
Mostly because that was a good insult.
Nope, it wasn't that good.
Funny halfling. Alright, Nerida. You don't have to do anything.
I'm kind of leaning towards maybe not doing anything. I can't, like, ask anyone for help, I know, but I could Ice Storm, but I feel like it'll just wake up all the giants that are sleeping
And potentially hit your friends.
and potentially hit my friends. So I was gonna be like, hold it till my friends make it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna wait for them to come to...
Okay. This giant? It's his turn. No, he is surprised. No. What did I say?
You said it was a
Yeah,
surprise
he's surprised.
round,
He's
which is
just
why
yelling
I
his head
thought-
off. Yeah, he's just yelling his head off. He's gonna move like a little bit, but not even into range of Lost, because I said he was surprised. Alright, Lost. Lost, you here?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Sorry,
your turn.
I was muted. I didn't even realize it. Yeah. Run away. I'm gonna
Run away. Okay.
Run away.
As a panther, you can't jump up this cliff, and you have no climbing speed, I believe.
You ever
Yeah.
seen a cat jump up?
Panthers are good climbers.
Kidding me?
Oh.
On trees.
On trees?
You're telling me a panther?
I think they can
Oh yeah,
climb
I
up
do have a
rocks
climbing
too.
speed. Climb 40 feet.
Yeah. Panthers are, have you ever seen a video of a panther? They're just like
On rock though, but sure.
yes, on rocks.
On a cliff
In
face?
yes.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
you
I'm
can
joking.
rip rocks.
Climb.
I want that panther
fucking
sound
climb.
again. What is that panther climbing?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to the internet, panthers can leap as high as 20 feet.
7.
I'm a lot more afraid of panthers now.
That's 35. Oh man, you can move real far.
Yeah.
You climb. You could jump if you want to not take the extra movement penalty, but you'll have to make an acrobatics check.
Since it's jumping, wouldn't that be athletics?
Sure. Your call.
Well, no, I mean that's actually what the description for the modifier
I understand, but also like you're trying to land correctly on a cliff, but sure. I know that athletics is for jumping and climbing. I'm just saying, like, in this case, it's also kind of acrobatics, so you can use either one.
Okay. Well, I would prefer to use it athletics since I get a bonus for that. So yeah, I'll roll.
Okay.
Athletics.
That was 35 to get to the cliff face. Yeah,
And that's
you leap
plus
up
5.
it
Yep.
like a panther leaps over a double-decker bus, apparently, and and land silently on the top of the cliff,
so that
costing
was-
only 5 feet of movement.
So I can go another 10 feet. So right there.
There's
With
also
just your
fly.
move, you can also dash.
Oh yeah, that's true.
These ain't
Actually,
fucking
is
snakes,
that-
okay? They don't fly.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna dash and see. Let's see what.
If you dash, you can basically get out of here. That's what, 10
Yeah.
more tiles? 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could go there, or you could jump. Yeah. Oh, it is rough terrain, though, up here. You can
It doesn't
get-
count for me.
Oh, well, fuck that, then.
What a smug dance.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to roll for this guy. He's slow. Slow-ish. Okay, Harbikier told Middleek, you want to do anything?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hit those same guys with the slow, like I said I was earlier. I don't think I
Okay.
can get this guy in range. So I want to hit the big. I guess I don't need
So let's see,
delay
it's
because honestly I only know about 2 giants. I don't think I can really see the others.
6 creatures.
No.
You can see in this tent here, but you can't see these guys.
Yeah,
And you can't see this guy, and you can't see this guy. So you could hit these 3 here.
Somewhere I'm gonna wait till I see him, and then cast slow on him and whatever else I can hit.
You're gonna wait till you see who?
The storm giant. So
The storm giant. Okay, so you'll prepare slow.
The reaction, yeah. Prepare.
Okay. Chance, you want to do anything?
Hell
guys are
no.
Nailing
Yeah.
this caper. This is going pretty
Throw some
well.
fire, Chance. Throw some fireballs. Chance.
Yeah, throw some fireballs.
In the rain.
Cool, super got him. Not. No, I've got a.
Well, Firebolt's a cantrip, but
Oh yeah. Well,
I don't know if you're in range.
Angry. You've got to make him angry first. He has to summon his emotions, right?
All right, I'm gonna say
That's not
Chance
how
is chilling
sorcerers
out.
work.
yeah. No, I'm not gonna do anything because. Yeah. Welgwin's pretty much out of it, so my main concern is over.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Patty.
Okay.
What about me? Excuse me?
Roy,
What?
1, 2,
You're over here.
3,
That's fine.
4,
You're on
5,
the shelf.
6, and he'll make a bit of a leap. He hasn't been rolling great, unfortunately. That's good enough. He jumps about halfway up, saves maybe 5 feet of movement.
He can also
2,
jump higher than a 2-story building.
3, 4, 6. He gets to there. Oh, it's rough terrain, so he gets to there. All right, top of the round, Walgwin.
All right, I'm gonna continue on my mission to get out of here. Go 1, 2, 3. Is this still rough terrain? Am I? Ooh,
It is still rough terrain.
Where did I think.
Don't know how you ejected. You want me to move you? Just tell me where you want to go.
Sure, like here is good.
You're just gonna hang with Lost? You could go past him easily.
Actually, yeah. You know what? I'll go past him a little bit.
Right.
Where's the
Dash, you can get to us.
That's true.
Like,
Well, but
now's the time! Run!
Alright. And then, yeah, if I can also dash, then I will go up this little mountainy hill a little bit to try to meet up with the rest of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever the furthest I can get up there is.
Yeah, you can make it there, I think.
Perfect.
Cora!
Okay, well.
Oh, actually, sorry. Is not your turn.
yeah.
There were a bunch of big numbers here. Actually, let's just name them one.
But they're all slowed, right? Didn't that happen somewhere in there?
That's just
Nope,
prep.
not yet.
Yeah. I thought he got half of them already or something. Not
Nope,
quite.
he's not cast it yet.
Ah,
I'm holding
okay.
it for when I see more of them. I wouldn't be able to target them with the 10, probably.
I guess you have been told that there's 6 of them, so.
Okay, so. And 6 are gonna stand up, having heard their compatriots yell. But they are surprised this round. This guy again. Somehow.
Did they like magnetize to each other?
Yeah, they did. All right. Da-da-da-da-da. That brings us to Cora then. Just running?
Yeah, I mean, that seems like the best thing, so.
With dash?
Dash another 10.
Six, you can make it there. All right. At this point, I don't know if it makes sense to treat this like combat. Everyone else is just kind of going to wake up. Let's do this, and Roy is obviously going to run too. And you guys are not fighting, right? You're just running.
No, we're running, yeah.
Okay.
Just running, yep.
So, eventually, the Storm Giant makes himself known. So go ahead and cast your slow.
I want to hit as many as I can. I guess, can I hit these 5?
Yeah. You can hit all 6 of these guys.
Cool.
They're running around yelling.
That's going to be a DC 14?
Okay.
8 plus 3 plus 3, DC 14.
It's 5 people you're hitting, right? Yeah.
And it's a wisdom, probably?
Yeah. It's, I was looking at it a second ago.
Yeah, wisdom save.
DC 14 wisdom save. That's gonna be fail, success, fail, fail. Oh, what?
Those are some bad rolls.
Fail,
Man.
success, fail, fail, success.
Damn.
Which one's success? Do I get a sense?
Yeah. So, as you evoke the spell, you call upon Helm to fill you with divine light and slow your enemies. The link feels a bit weak at first, but you focus yourself and it strengthens. And let's see, it's one. This giant, his movement slows. Oh, sorry, he saves. All of the giants are slowed except for the storm giant and this guy in the corner here. Their movements kind of slow as their muscles fill with lethargy.
All right, now I'm. Well, that's not my turn yet. Never mind.
At this point, though, you're just running.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go like in any sort of order. I was just treating that like the, you prepared your action, you spend your reaction slowing them. So if you're running, they're going to be pretty much taken out of this chase. Significant way. Let's see. Using action or bonus, but not both. If they attempt to cast a spell, they could fail. Creature affected by spell makes another wisdom save at the end of its turn. Okay, so they can try to shake it off. Okay, so you all charge out of the area, giants in tow, barreling down the hill, running. Are you going to try to break off and hide? Do you think the giants will probably gain on you the more you run?
I'm gonna tell Cora to cast her crazy viney spiky thing right over here.
Okay, so go ahead and cast Spike Growth. See if you can slow them down.
So I just do that.
Okay.
It's my last level 2 spell slot.
As you evoke the power of nature, your connection with nature, Link feeling slightly shaky. You hardly notice it. The ground in the area grows this horrible, spiny, spiked growth. These grotesque thorns protrude from the ground. You guys can see it. The giants can see it, but they just charge through it. They come out, their feet kind of bleeding a bit, but they're still chasing after you. The storm giant, however, is going to strike with lightning. And I need Cora to make a dex saving throw.
Giant, man. He
Doesn't matter.
I guess so.
At this, don't look at the map here. They're just charging after you, and you guys are going downhill.
Okay.
14.
14 is a failure. The giant sort of reaches back over his head. This enormous bolt of lightning forms in his hand, and he hurls it at you and Roy, and it cracks down next to both of you.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. Holy shit.
Oh no.
And you take 52 points of lightning damage as it slams into you. Still want to fight this giant?
I'm gonna immediately throw a heal on Cora.
Alright, you healing word.
Can I heal Roy?
Cora, roll con save. Roy saves, so he takes half damage. The lightning smashes into him. He sizzles. Oh, but he keeps running. Your con save is good. You get up. Your smoke is pouring out of your head, and you're like, what happened? I feel great.
Well, that's some good news, at least.
The giants also are going to throw some boulders, one at Alik, one at Nerida. That's going to be...
Enter?
Yes, but it'll slow you down. in your
No,
attempt to
I'm
escape. Okay.
No, I'm gonna defend her because I'm Helm. I'm gonna do it. Helm guy.
Helm did chastise you for not defending her. So that giant will take the 2 on hitting Nerida and miss. The next rock is a 19 to hit on you, Alec.
This is
Okay.
just barely.
You've done your job, and Helm has guided your shield. You deflect it out of the way of your companion. It definitely would have hit her. She was running. It would have just slammed in her back. You turn at the last moment, deflect it to the side, and dodge out of the way of your own boulder. Running downhill, do you guys want to hide? You are definitely going to be caught if you keep just running away by at least 3 of the stone giants and the storm giant.
Are they mostly like running in a group, like a pack, kind of clustered together?
Yes.
I mean, if we are gonna get caught regardless, it might be worth a chance to hide, but...
I mean, you could try to slow them down further and make your escape.
I want
I
to
mean,
cast
I could ice storm
Big
at
Cloud
them.
on them.
Okay.
Been working on it all day. And that's a... See, the wand doesn't improve
The
spell
DC, it's
save.
just for attacks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then it's a 15 con save from them.
Are they
Okay.
out of the cave
There's no cave?
or whatever this is? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We're not actually here anymore. They're chasing you downhill. Don't worry about that map here. Okay, and it's 20-foot radius, so you can hit... So you're being chased now by 3, I said, stone giants, and the
Storm giant.
storm giant. 1, 2, 3, and the storm. Oh my god, they're gonna fail real bad. It's a con?
Yeah.
It's what, 14?
15.
15, so fail, success. Success. Just barely. So the storm giant and one of the stone giants look unaffected, but the other 2 stone giants start coughing and retching as this enormous yellow nauseating cloud emerges from seemingly out of nowhere and hangs in the area around them. They're choking and puking.
I'll also come out of my panther form and cast Wall of Thorns between them and us.
All right, so you emerge from your panther form, turn back into your tiefling, your horns grow back out of your head. You spin around, brandishing your staff, evoke it, and create a giant wall of thorns between you and your pursuers. It curls up out of the ground, reaching, was it 10 feet in the air?
Let's see. 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick. Yep.
Yeah, so this enormous wall of brambles and thorns, completely opaque, emerges from the ground. And the giants just plow through it, but they look pretty injured. They're thinking about turning around.
While we're on the other, they're on the other side of it, and blocking their vision. Can we take that time to hide?
Yeah, if you guys want to
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
plan.
try to
Do we
hide that
get,
turn.
like, a better chance because they can't see?
Well, you have to... They have to not see you for you to try to hide at all, but yeah.
I could do fog cloud.
I'll say because you broke vision, and then you're gonna... I mean, if you fog cloud, like, the area you're in, I'll give you advantage on the stealth
Done.
checks. So, the Wall of Thorns goes up. Nerida, seeing her cue, turns around, conjures an enormous cloud of fog, obscuring the area. The rain is still pouring through the fog onto your face as you run and dodge and look for cover. Go ahead and roll stealth, everybody.
While, like, before we get into cover, while all that other noise is going on, I'm going to cast Calm Emotion just to have it up.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 minute.
I am going to use my inspiration. I only get to reroll one,
That's what
right?
you have them for. Yeah, you can reroll one of those.
Oh,
Do
there we
we
go. That's a little
have Pass Without Trace right now?
better. No.
You
'cause
don't have time to cast it, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, and even Wall of Thorns is concentration, so no, I broke concentration casting Wall of Thorns.
That was with advantage. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay.
Even if
Alright,
you're
yeah.
wearing chainmail, I'm assuming you're holding
I'm gonna
very
use
still.
my inspiration too then.
Oh wait, wouldn't that mean it was right? Well, I don't know how this works.
You already rolled with advantage, right? And then you
I
rerolled them.
I rolled twice because I'm used to rolling with disadvantage for stealth, but with advantage it should have been regular.
No, but I'm giving you advantage. So the 1 and the 3 are your advantage roll, and then the 5 is your reroll.
Okay, so I get 5. That's fine. I'm just.
Oh, we had advantage already?
Yes.
Because of the fog.
Alright, whatever. I got an 18. I ended up with an 18, so that's good. I'm cool with
Okay.
that. I used my inspiration, but I guess it's worth it.
So what are the totals? Welgwyn, you have 18, 18. Cora?
20.
Me, 22.
4.
4. We'll do it
Stealth,
collectively.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chance, 22. What am I missing? Lost?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just stealth. So 17.
17. I think that's everybody.
Also, who am I near? Like, I'm stealth. Do I know who I'm near? It might be my other thing. My,
You are near no one.
Alright, well, okay.
But everyone dashes for cover, tries to find crags in the rocks. Roy included. Oh, I forgot to roll stealth for him. Okay,
Like a few fails.
he's real good. He throws on his rock cover and dives into a small crevice and is virtually invisible. For nearly an hour, if everyone is remaining silent and still, you hear the footsteps of giants crunching overhead, looking all over for you, slamming into bits of stone with their giant clubs, shattering them. The storm giant is just calling down lightning randomly, occasionally just yelling. An hour of these furious giants destroying the landscape, looking for you, and they don't manage to find you.
I still think we could have taken him if we were arrested. That lightning bolt. Holy shit.
After an hour of them slamming around, it's quiet, and you hear them sort of their feet slamming against the stone as they angrily stomp back to their camp. I think we'll end there for tonight. Good job, you guys. That was
Oh, yeah.
hell of a caper. I wasn't sure you guys would get everything. It was very, very close at the end there, but I think you got all of it and managed to get out. So
We
Oh,
didn't kill
alright.
giants. Shameful. Shameful.
you didn't kill any giants, but now you know why you fear the night. You know why storm giants are a big problem.
Yeah,
You
holy
actually
crap.
fight it.
Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's
8, 9,
12d8 lightning damage.
That's a lot of D8.
And that was, yeah. That was with 3 of them doing the lowest damage they could. Oh, man. That dude's gonna kill us later.
Yeah, he could have straight up killed some of our party members.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He killed me. He knocked
Well,
me
he
But,
out.
knocked
like,
you down.
not just knock you out, like, straight up kill. If he got, like, all high roll.
He did exactly the average damage of 12d8, I think. What was it, 56?
52.
52.
What's the average damage for 12d8?
It's what, 12 to... Math nerds, ready to go. 12 to... 92, is it? No,
So it'd be
90...
6.5 times 12.
Is that how it works? I don't remember.
Should just be. Yeah. 1 plus 12 divided by 2 times 12.
12 divided by 2 is 54. It looks like. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's 54. Because it's 12 to 96. Anyway. Yeah. We'll end there for the night. Thank you guys so much for showing up and playing. I'm really glad no one got actually killed by a storm giant, which is definitely a possibility. thanks to all the viewers who showed up, and especially those who show up every week. Don't forget to follow. Look down below. We have like links to Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. I basically just post about TFT. Haven't been posting that regularly, but hopefully I'll get back on. You can go to our Discord and join us. We've been playing games throughout the week. We're playing Monster Hunter World. We're playing Escape from Tarkov. We're playing PUBG sometimes, Rocket League maybe. So we're often in there after work hours on weekdays and on Saturdays and stuff like that. And happy Labor Day, everybody. It's Labor Day tomorrow. Hopefully
Happy Labor Day.
A lot of you guys have the weekend, have an extra day off. I know not everyone does, having worked many jobs where you don't. But yeah, thank you to all our viewers. We'll see you guys next week for more Tales from Tuatha. Bye.
We appreciate everybody tuning in. So that's not why we do this.
Oh, it's entirely.